Well, we're almost all here and ready to start.
No, he's here. He's just trying to get his tablet to charge.
Yeah, sorry.
Cool. Well, my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. Welcome back to a Sunday night game of the Curse of Strahd as we continue with our ongoing campaign, rapidly approaching its, I think, 9-month mark. So our campaign could have had a baby by now.
Yeah.
Of dark delves into domains of dread. So, my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. I'll be the DM for tonight. And it's our 9th session in the Curse of Strahd game. And I don't know what else to say other than like I don't know if I can do a recap of last week very well. Because there was so much stuff that is built to this moment. So while I try to do that, why don't we do a round of the table of who's playing whom, and whom we are, so we can kind of get that on the old record. And we're going to kick it off with the Pokemon. Adam, you want to go first?
Sure, I'm Adam. I play Dagon Bjorn, the human fighter / barbarian now, who has twitchy ears and
right.
loves to get angry about things.
Thank you for the reminder. I should update that. I'll do that while we go through this.
Yeah, now you have to hit me a lot more to kill me.
Which is what he likes.
I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Jeremy, you're up.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Frederick, the Dwarven Ranger, who now has a bow that lets him allow people to taste the power of the sun.
That's true. He does. That's true. That is very accurate. And Knebula.
Hello, I'm Knebula, and I am playing Samara, an elven wizard, with a what do I want to say? There's a word I was thinking of, and now I.
Falafel.
No,
Ecclesiastical.
no, it's
Okay.
a strong fondness for creating all things fire related.
Obsession?
Yeah,
Passion?
I guess you could say that.
Strong fondue.
Oh, fondness.
Oh.
Fondue. Yes. Anyway, strong fondness of fire and accidentally setting things on fire.
Is it really an accident?
I mean,
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think she's ever accidentally set anything on fire.
Well, the winery.
the winery. It was
But,
an accident.
but
I
that
wasn't trying
fire
to
was
set it
on
fire.
purpose.
I don't even remember you saying you were sorry.
I fixed it. Okay, I put out the fire. Anyway, yes. That's me.
Okay. And hey everybody, I'm RJ playing Azteki the human paladin with his buddy Steve the Raven, because I'm a paladin of Ravenkind, and I'm ready to knock on Strahd's door tonight. We're gonna go kick some ass with the power of
Friendship.
Fondue.
Fondue friendship.
Yes,
You-
dip
you
on
put a
friendship
lot
and
of
molten
hype.
cheese.
You put a lot of faith in that power of friendship thing.
Should put more faith in the power of your raven goddess.
It's our thing. Everybody gets so hyped up when we talk about it.
So you keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
That is fetches is gonna happen.
Okay, so thinking about where we've been, where we're trying to get, you've arrived in the valley of the Barovian Valley after many, many, many months of adventuring through this particular domain of dread. Since arriving, you've befriended the burgomaster's daughter, rescued a young sorceress, encountered multiple nobles, saved a winery, fought a bunch of evil druids, destroyed a massive tree blight, adventured to a ruined abbey, fought a bunch of undead there, faced Strahd briefly a couple of times along the way. And now you're standing in the foyer of this ruined manor figuring out which way to go. With you is the aforementioned daughter of the burgomaster, and an interest of Strahd von Zarovich, Arabelle, the young Vistani that you have rescued that somehow factors into these plans, and one Esmeralda, who introduces herself as a huntress of the undead. And that's where we kind of left off last time. Did I miss any major plot points?
I think so.
Or is that more or less cover it?
I think that's about it.
Works for me.
Oh, we have 2 pies left. I know we've been keeping track.
We do.
I don't know how they'll ever, factor into anything, but we have them. We keep making a point of saying, "Oh yeah, we have 2 pies."
You do have 2 dream pies left, and you have not investigated from whence they came. You were at the time on slightly bigger things.
So what you're saying is we should investigate the pies.
I'm just saying that's one thing if you're desperate to grind a few more side quests, you probably could pursue that if you so felt compelled.
So if we were really itching for side quests, we got that one, and then we have to go back to the creepy town of sad happiness, where someone probably hired someone to kill us who's still out there.
It's true, the assassin's still out there somewhere.
That's right. Somewhere in the universe.
There's still a price on your
Well,
head.
aren't we waiting on getting a other half of a reward too from that noble lady for getting the wine for the festival?
In theory, if she's gonna make good on that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if she was ever intending to really. Yes. I don't know.
It was like free money, honestly, the first time. So, we were going over there anyway. I guess if you're gonna pay us, that's great. Thanks. Maybe they'll pay us in grappling hooks.
Yeah, them's high commodities in these parts. So that raises the question: what is your intention from here?
Do we think it's a good idea to bring? Okay, so say we were going to go right now to Strahd's castle, right? We want everybody to come? Is it a good, we've been trying to keep, can't remember her name right now. The one that, 2 of your lives are connected to.
Irina?
Irina, yeah. Do we want to bring Irina right to Strahd's house? Does Irina want to go to Strahd's?
Yeah, so maybe we should ask her.
She will say, I trust you. And she looks right at Dagon. Esmeralda points out that she works with a vampire hunter as well. And that between the 2 of them, she's fairly confident she can keep Irina safe.
Oh, that's better than a priest. Vampire hunters, a little bit better of a.
I don't know. I think if it wasn't like random holy ghosts, she would have been fine.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I don't know. Dagon would probably think, after all this crap that's gone down already, her being close to him is probably what he'd be comfortable with, because then at least he knows he could try to save her, if something immediately is happening.
Just seems risky to bring her right into the belly of the beast, but
It does.
I don't know.
What?
That's why I'm bringing it up now, and I know we're not planning on going this second, but
Well, maybe that could be the backup plan. We just give her to Strahd, and then we just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's better though, having her with us or like keeping her somewhere.
No,
far,
obviously,
because,
she's safest with us.
because then he could just like leave and then go get her.
Yeah. Who's going to protect her better than Dagon?
We go to Strahd's chamber, and there's just like a sign on the door that's like, "Be right back, kidnapping Irina." Ha ha ha.
And we're like, but she's right here. What?
Let,
This is gonna be real awkward when he gets back.
let me check something. Arabelle starts to ponder something. And starts, you can see that something is she's musing on something. And that would do it. She looks over at everyone's. What if I was Irina?
Oh.
I go with Esmeralda in Irina's breastplate with her family sword. And we make it very clear to any that speak that I am being kept safe in the company of these vampire hunters she knows.
Oh no. Because we don't know how he tracks her. I don't know if it's just, oh yeah, I just followed rumors. I'm pretty sure he's got some other way of doing it.
True. If he relies on the magic when he does not need to. The Vistani are, for the most part, very loyal. At least the ones that remain in Valley.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's like something he just like senses her, like, I don't know,
He's
like
been able
I
to
don't know.
find her, like, well, just, oh, she's there. How? I know. Okay. Hooray, magic.
I don't know. Seems like a good idea to me.
I'm not saying it's not a good idea, but we
I'll dress up.
we don't know how he knows where she is.
Well, I mean,
No,
I'm Spartacus. No,
I'm
I'm
Irina.
Spartacus.
so if, well, okay, so say Strahd falls for it, right, and goes, hey, I'm going to go find you guys, and gets there, and Irina's not there.
Then we kill
I feel
him.
like that's, the three of you could totally take Strahd, do you think?
Yeah, who is this vampire slayer, and
Is that
why is Strahd not dead then? If there's a vampire slayer here.
I mean, we've killed a fair few vampires ourselves, and Strahd is, he's still looking pretty. I don't know.
Ezreal will speak up. Well, it is my mentor. And Rob forgot the name already. Yes, Rudolf von Richten. I've got his fake name memorized, but she's not going to use it here. She's trying to get some credit with y'all. Von Richten is, I know where to find him. Strahd, thus far, has not sought him out. But I think the two of us together could keep Irina safe if you don't want to take her up into the Ravenloft. I'm not sure how to intend to, well, take on Strahd. If he feels threatened, he's certain to retreat to the castle.
Well, I'm for it. If we can really see if it fools him.
I mean, I'm just worried about angry Strahd. We've seen mostly chill, not super angry Strahd. And he's like, I'm just going to blow over my own minions with a giant spell. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I just don't want to, want our allies to be toasted marshmallows because we thought it would keep somebody safe.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I follow the whole plan. So because I need a mental picture. So are we going to storm the castle, or are we trying to set up a trap for Strahd?
We're talking about if for during the storming the castle, we want to bring Irina with us,
right. We're like,
and what to do in case we don't want to do that.
Okay. So nobody thought about setting a trap for Strahd. We
could
want to go
try,
in.
but he would retreat to the castle, is what they were just saying.
Okay.
If
So
he
the
were
safest thing
threatened.
to do is to go to him, offer her, right, and then change our minds. Like we're like, oh hey, we thought it would be good form to present her, since this is what you're looking after, and we just suck at protecting people. We're just like terrible at it. So and then like he's like, oh okay, thank you very much. Come into my lair. And then we can like jump him in his robes. Like, what where are we going with this?
That's true. What would be our plan of attack for getting to the castle anyway? Real talk. What are we even doing here? How are we even going to get to this castle?
Well, we know where the castle is. It's by that first town, right? I mean, we could totally just go to the castle.
Irina will speak up. It overlooks Barovia proper. It's right above the village. If the clouds part enough, you can see it easily. And as a simplification to the planning process, there is only one way to get to the castle, and that is over the drawbridge. Unless any of you are capable of flight. Or
Polymorph. Turn me into like a dragon. Will ride me. Sorry.
is that a thing?
I don't know. Yeah, I was like, I don't know how
Off-camera
Polymorph
shenanigans.
Well, I mean,
not
if
legitimate
you
thing.
could
No,
turn it like into like a griffin or something, like a
Right.
dragon's probably out of reach right now. But
right, but I still like
DM is
the
checking that
trap.
spell. DM is
still-
concerned we have a miscalculated effectiveness on it.
Yes. It's like
maybe
let's
she
use
could
the
turn us
Death
all
Star.
into like
It's
swallows, and we could just gently flutter over to the other side.
Yeah. No, but seriously, like let's set up a trap for Strahd. And if he has to retreat back to his castle or whatever, at least he'll be weakened. And then we can try to break in and rush him there.
But will he then
Will he what?
be weakened? How do you know the trap?
If he runs away, it's obviously because we're winning. If we spring a trap and he defeats us on our terms, like we're not going to beat him on his.
He's gonna retreat to the castle. He's like, I'm not gonna take part in this nonsense.
No, he would fight before he ran away.
I mean, he literally just fought us and ran away because we got like this much of damage to his health bar. He's like, nah, bro, I'm not doing this. And he just walked away.
That's a good point.
I want no part of this.
And maybe if he comes back, he'll try to charm another one of us. I mean, we don't want the dwarf to end up the wife. This is gonna be weird.
So if the plan's an ambush, what are you thinking towards ambushes?
I think the only ambush that might work is using Irina as bait.
I'm sure none of you guys like that because if she goes down, that's like half of our party instantly dies, right? Slash gets married to Strahd. I don't really know how that's gonna work, but he has specifically held back in all combat against her, though.
That's true.
Yeah, so maybe it is a good idea to take her because then he won't want to kill her because he wants her for his bride, right?
Right, but his way of saying, hey, you know what? You should be my bride. Is I will kill anyone who tries to protect you. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's not like we're gonna talk our way out of this. So
Can Strahd be reasoned with?
Sure. Go
Sure.
with no, probably. Look, what we need to do is find a way to open a portal into another dimension of dread and bring in the leader of that domain of dread and make them fight like a kaiju battle.
I'm thinking outside the box.
Yeah, can we
Right.
get the giant starfish with one eye?
Oh,
Anybody else watch that yet?
weird movie.
I know it was so good. I liked the whole thing.
I
Every
liked
scene
it.
transition, every like, oh look, they're saying the name of the like scene they're gonna do. Like I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised with it.
I thought 2 hours, it was more than 2 hours. It was gonna hurt, but it was great.
I'm just waiting for the Weasel spin-off movie.
So, where you going? What you doing?
Well, so
Well.
do we know that we can kill Strahd? Like, maybe we should go talk to this vampire hunter guy and compare notes.
It wasn't given as an option. I mean, we can see if she'll let us talk to him.
Yeah, is that a,
We don't even
is
know
that a
where he
thing we
is.
could do?
Esmeralda will think on that. He has managed to not draw attention to himself thus far. I don't know how he would feel if I turned up with all of you in tow.
Maybe you could see if he wants to meet us somewhere because we have I don't know, a sort of idea of something we want to do and we want to run it past someone with more experience.
We might be able to do that. We could part company. I could meet you in Vallaki.
We can pick up our reward if it's still there.
If it's not just a blade
Right.
to the face.
Yeah.
Again, please.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Think it's worth going to talk to this guy? I don't know. If,
I do. He's probably got like a anti-vampire repeating crossbow I can borrow or something. If any of the movies do him justice.
I'm fine with doing that. I'm fine with going and talking. Okay, see if there's any.
See if he will
No.
talk to us. We'll see
Oh,
what kind
yeah.
of shenanigans we have to deal with when we get back to town also.
Yeah.
Everybody
Hopefully
break
they-
out a hat. I'll break out a hat.
We had a hat redemption. And I'm
Maybe
not in the
we
mood to
can
argue
have
about
it.
it.
I don't have a hat.
Oh, very slick.
Nice.
Very slick.
I got my old man vacation hat.
Beautiful. Yeah.
That's a fatherhood hat right there is what that is.
Yes, I'm ready.
It makes me
All
think
right.
of like Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, would you park your
Let's-
car?
Yeah, or I'm the oldest paper boy.
Yes. You know, he's become paper man.
Hey, there's money in
Finally
that.
happened.
I made it my career choice.
So you set
Went to
out.
school.
So you're saying out for Vallaki then?
Yeah, until I can come up with a better way to break into the castle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so
alright.
we're
That seems like
breaking. The paladin's got to figure out a way to Ocean's 11 castle.
Not sure that's how that works.
Is there a spell to make like an animal larger? Can we make Steve big and ride Steve?
Yeah, and the
Polymorph.
the polymorph is limited by the level of the spellcaster.
Oh, okay.
So looking that up and doing a quick check with my. I can't believe the encounter builder is still considered beta at this point. It's been out for how long now?
What is that? Your floppy hat.
this is my daughter ordered it and she was like, I dare you to wear that tonight. And I was like, okay.
All right. Yeah. Like,
Like,
Sure.
You know
People are
me. I'm
gonna
not.
be like, "Oh,
I'm
look,
not
it's
ashamed of
really hard."
anything.
Nope. Okay,
I've
so
seen that hat. I've been tempted to get it. It's cute.
CR7 and 8 beasts. Oh yeah, giant ape is on here.
Well, if one giant
I
ape
told
or like
you that
you turn us
happens.
all into giant apes.
Giant ape.
Oh my
So she could
gosh.
turn one of you into it. Hit points is 157.
Oh my god.
That's kind of scary.
Crazy.
All right, Arabelle, you're on
All
spell
right.
slots.
Giant
go.
paladin ape. It is.
Arabelle ape.
Oh yeah, there you go.
She runs out of spell slots and she's like, "I'm gonna throw my tiny thing." I'm like, "Nope, you're an ape now. You got this."
It's a little rough, but it works.
Hulk smash. Ooh, you could turn into an ape and then smack people with your life stealing stick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we
No.
weren't
There you
allowed to
go.
hold weapons.
Yeah, no weapons.
Because the thing was you had to be dumb.
Yep.
And we were like rolling to like since we were both
You
like
had to
attacking
be
each other.
dumb.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, Esmeralda's going to head off on one of the horses that's there. So she'll just steal another horse from the Vistani.
There.
The rest of you,
I
I
didn't see that coming.
believe, are on foot, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then I suppose you're leaving Arabelle's father behind because I'm assuming no one's going to coup de grace him and finish him off.
I mean,
No.
what is Arabelle?
Arabelle's fine leaving him behind. She can't bring herself to hurt him anymore, but
Yeah, he'll wake up with a headache.
you know, she'll
Well,
make sure he doesn't
no.
bleed out on the steps of the manor.
Oh, if we leave him here, will the revenants kill him because he's working with Strahd? Isn't that what they're saying? The Vistani work for Strahd?
They might.
So what you're saying is we could totally use this guy to like stage our trap.
Maybe. I'm not saying anything. I'm just confirming you guys are heading out.
I was just thinking maybe we should just roll him down the side of the mountain.
That would most certainly kill him.
Like, well, if he makes it, he makes it. If not, well,
Get him out of the area at least so that he
This
doesn't
is a Kill Bill. He's gonna come back and just murder all of us.
get himself killed in the process.
You murdered my daughter. No, your daughter wanted to hang out with us. You don't remember because of all the concussions.
Helicopter parents, man.
Hey, parenting's hard.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We'll find out soon.
Soon.
Yeah, you think you're complaining about life being nothing but a collection of tough choices?
Yeah, I
Sorry.
kinda.
Anywho, are you sticking to the roads? Or are you traveling as the crow flies?
Crow flies because it's just as easy.
Okay.
yeah, because you got the terrain thing before us.
Because I'm a cheaty little bastard.
Like it.
Yeah, because from the map before, um,
Also, like, do we want to rest? Or are we gonna go somewhere and rest? Because I have one spell.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Yeah, I could
kind
use
of
a
want to
rest.
rest.
Too. I'm pretty beaten up.
Yeah, I want to rest before we get to the town in case they decide they want to ambush us.
what kind of rest are we aiming for here? I mean, it's not. Take a look at the map. It's not a long walk. If you're going down the hill, up the river, and into town, that's a relatively short travel. To do that,
You can make it there quickly, then I don't. Yeah, and maybe not.
so you could make like you could do a short rest, no problem. But if you're talking long rest, I mean, you can.
I just have a feeling if we do go there half-cocked, we will not.
Why do you think that?
I mean, we're pretty sure she hired some assassins to kill us. I guess you're right. I don't have any like proof of that, or if that would even mean she would attack us when she got back.
It's hard to say what she would do. You're not
I don't
her.
know. Look at her face. I'm not really like excited to see that face again. That's all I gotta say.
That's fair. That is.
Well, we can take a long rest in town before we talk to her.
Yeah, but they're gonna see us coming.
Oh.
Like, I don't think we'll be able to get into town and rest before we talk to her.
Right.
Okay.
We can go back to the vineyard and be like, "Hey, can we stay here for a night?" How far of a backtrack is that? Where's
To the
who's
vineyard?
that?
Let me stay with you.
The vineyard is not that far. I mean, that would be
How much going on?
straight across here.
Yeah, it's definitely further though. Well, and then
Yeah.
wasn't we saved the people? We saved the vineyard, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then wasn't the guys that owned the tavern in town also like the same family?
Of the same family, yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So if we could just beeline to there, they should be able to offer us a relatively safe place, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we can get there before we get attention drawn to us.
Yeah. Unless they're like
Unless there's
looking
someone
for
out
us.
to kill us. And there might be someone out to kill us, is the problem.
There's always somebody out to kill me. That's
Yeah.
how
yeah,
I
so,
like
so
it.
far, everywhere we go, somebody's trying to kill us. So
It's my fault, guys.
that's kind
I
of
just
a
got
given.
that, I got that punchable face, you know? It's just like, gotta get that Freddy.
Well, I'm fine with either. If we can make it to the vineyard, I mean, that would make sense. I mean, that way we can.
Yeah, let's check on in on the smoldering rubble you left behind.
Well, no, it didn't burn. Remember, she used Ray of Frost and kept it from burning.
Okay. Quasi smoldering rubble.
Tiny bit.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
up for either way, going to town or the vineyard. So
I need a final
either way
decision.
works for me.
Yeah, let's play it safe. Go to the vineyard. Say hi to those
I
guys.
mean,
Ask them if they want us to take some more stuff back to
all right,
town.
we snuck our way back into town. Or we didn't sneak. We went out through the regular way. Do I think with passing out without a trace, we could sneak into the town?
Well, yeah, because Pass Without Trace is OP.
Yeah.
an option.
Now that said, you do have to scale the stockade to get in. I mean, it's a walled town, so I
Right.
mean,
We saw it. I mean, how
Yeah.
do we feel about it? Do we feel like we could do that?
if you don't botch your climb rolls, probably. How well are you all at scaling a 12-foot high wooden wall?
Not very good.
An athletics check, because if it is, I'm pretty good at it.
I was gonna say, what do I have to roll for that?
Can the
You would
wizard
just teleport up the wall.
I mean,
I mean, I see no reason.
I could climb it and throw a rope over.
No?
I don't have very good
Yeah.
athletics.
And if Smart hasn't used her Misty Step yet, she in theory
Yeah,
could
she
just, you know, if she can get line of sight to a place to put her feet, she can snap her fingers and be there. Just comes down to how well can the paladins scale a wall in armor.
I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit.
Or you can head out to the vineyard. That also is a very logical choice. It's a definite safe house to head to.
Yeah, we got Book of Fate.
Well, the thing is, do
Do a
we?
roll.
Well, the thing is, do we have to
Yeah,
go
blow all of
through
them on climbing a wall.
Yeah.
do we have to go through the town anyway, though, if we want to talk to that guy?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't want to be like caught pantsless when we walk into town, basically.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well,
Because I don't know like my spells are dwindled. If I use Pass Without a Trace, that's it. That's the last thing I can do.
I mean, if we can make it safely to the vineyard, then I mean that might be better because then we can rest and then get all our mojo back.
It's the safe play.
What do you think, Barbarian?
I think throw caution to the wind and head to Vallaki. I can still heal myself for 1d10, so I got that at least.
I still got
I mean,
something.
I do. I have like
Yeah.
10 full of spell slots.
If we end up in a fight with the random kung fu guy she had in her, who clearly has magic because she just floats and doesn't walk, I don't know how we'll be doing. Plus, they would totally sick the guards on us too. We have to fight them.
Are you actually afraid of a couple of local guards?
I'm afraid of having to kill local guards. They could come back as monsters. I'd rather them just be alive and out of my hair.
All right, that's fair.
Hey, why not? Let's just go to town. Let's do it. Why not?
Just gonna go to town.
I mean, well, with the use of the,
Yes. Sneaky
Incognito.
ninja mode, go to town.
All right,
Yeah.
you're outvoted. We're going to town.
All right. It's my fault because I have the means to make it happen. If I would have just been like, I don't have any spells left.
Yeah, so you said it, Bass Valtrace. You said it.
You have no one to blame but yourself.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, so
I will heal myself that d10 plus 6 real quick.
all right, put it on the table then, and I will update. There's my combat tracker.
I think we all have no new hit points too because we leveled.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll update those after your next rest,
Gotcha.
or at the start of the next combat, whichever comes first.
All right, I rolled pretty well there. That's 14 hit points for me.
Not
So
bad.
if I was tracking my
Nice.
hit points correctly, I show them at 53.
Yeah, it'd be higher because of your. The 53 out of 61.
Oh, no. I'm at 53 out of 70
Yeah.
because of the extra level.
Okay, so while we're paused, let's update that.
Well, we're thinking about it.
While we're doing it. Yep. Quick slots. Asteki, new hit point maximum is.
Give me a second. It is 52.
That
Big jump for me.
kind of helped. Dagon
Yeah.
is now at 70.
Yeah, barbarian, baby.
Like
Frederick
double
is
mine.
now at
60.
60. And our wizard is now up to 30.
34.
34. very, very much in the please don't squish me phase of things.
Yep.
Okay.
So maybe we take a short rest before we head over there?
I would assume that a short rest will be had once you are free and clear of the manor.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
I'm guessing location wise, since you're heading back to town, you're probably going to come down this back, and in this clearing is a nice patch off this river you can set up for a break. And then I'm guessing you're going to go right through these woods, right to that fence, right to that wall line, and up and over.
If possible.
That's my interpretation of your plan. If I have interpreted wrong, now's a good time to tell me.
Nope, sounds
This
good
is
to me.
fine.
It seems accurate.
It's like going into Wisconsin. Yeah, I got my ass kicked in Wisconsin. Okay. The evening starts to catch up with you as you clear the tree line along the southern edge of Vallaki. And you can
Oh,
see
wait, it's
the...
nighttime.
Hmm?
I forgot that it had to be nighttime.
Yeah, it was... You got to the manor pretty early, but you've had a lot of adventures there. Plus the rest. So you arrive at that wall line, and I'm guessing Pass Without Trace is active.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I push the button.
Push the button. I'm gonna need to know how y'all gain over the wall. What was the final decision on that in all?
I
debates?
figured Figured Dagan was gonna just climb it and throw a rope down for us.
Yeah, I figure I hopefully can climb it.
Well, it's not like they put handholds on it to make it easy.
What do you think?
I will
Oh, you
use
could just
those
like
silver
I'll give him like a
daggers.
little boost. You
Oh,
know,
that's
kind
not
of
a
just
bad
like
idea.
get on the paladin's shoulders and throw yourself over.
Yeah, just toss me.
10 feet. I am going to need an athletics check at the very
Alright.
least.
Well, I can always, misty step if I need to.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Wow.
Hey, you were all
Only
worried.
12 feet. Ha ha ha.
it's just Ninja Warrior. He just like leaps up there and just pulls himself up with one arm. It just never breaks eye contact with us. Like,
Yep.
what you
Like
guys
the
can do
Olympic
this?
wall climbers in the dust next to him.
Okay. Well, that was easy enough. I need a stealth check, which is what, plus 10
Plus 10 at advantage.
at advantage. Okay. So that went okay.
26.
26 is your high roll, so no problem. Nice and quiet, like. The plan then, what you said was to use a rope. I'm just gonna need everybody now to roll me those stealth checks to make sure they sneak over without great incident.
Oh no, I got a 1.
Why does that not surprise me?
Why don't you
Well, no, because
why don't you spend a reroll on that?
I think you're okay. Because he's at
Oh, because I'm at disadvantage. Does it wash?
if
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it washes.
disadvantage
each
and
other
advantage
out.
happen at the same time. So we would use your first roll. Your first roll was a 10. Plus 10
Okay.
is a 20.
Gotcha.
Oh, we have to roll twice.
No,
Yeah, you
that
get-
was for me. I
Oh.
rolled twice on
Okay.
accident because I thought I was rolling at disadvantage. But you're rolling at advantage, so yes, you do have to roll twice. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got confused.
Oh, I don't think there are any
It's
guards in
fine.
the area, though.
21 is good.
I think 11's good enough to get over without anyone spotting this piece of it. You're far enough away from the gates. It's twilight. No one's expecting someone to come over the wall. So you got that going for you. Should be okay. Should be okay. What's the plan now that you're over the wall? Now what?
Let's go, right? You guys wanted to go to the inn?
Yeah, well, I figure since we saved the rest of their family, they kind of owe us, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
They focus on the saving them and not the burning down of the winery.
Yeah, well, we just won't mention that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, focus on the
doesn't-
positive. Everyone's still alive.
Know about that, we just keep it.
Just zip it.
I
Still,
guess the question is, like, do we want to even talk to them or just try to, take a room somewhere? Because then someone who knows us would know where we were.
True.
Yes, that is a good point.
yes, as of now, nobody knows you've snuck into town.
We could go sleep in the basement of the church. See what's left of the church.
Is there
Yeah,
anybody
that's not a bad
even
idea.
in the church? Is that guy still alive? Is the priest still alive?
We don't even know. He went down. We have no idea.
I mean, might be good to check on the poor guy.
That's fair. You make your way through town, double checking the maps to know what you have to walk past to get there. Actually, you could kind of like skirt along the wall line, and then kind of just pop out and cross the street to see where the church is. The church is still standing when you arrive. The main doors hang open, one of them completely ripped off the hinges. And without drawing too much attention to yourselves, you're able to slip inside. The church itself does not look like it has improved any since the battle you had there earlier.
Man, we had done all that work to fix it up before we left.
Yeah.
The altar has not been touched in a couple of days now. In a cursory search of the grounds, we'll find a fresh grave outside in the cemetery.
Well, he didn't make it. That's disappointing.
I'm guessing, yeah, that's a no.
It does have a placard on it for now, hand painted, that identifies Father Lucian Petrovich, the kindest rector St. Andrew's has ever seen. His hospitality knew no bounds.
What's the name one more time?
Do you intend to inquire around town?
No, I was just wondering what the name was again. The one that was on the.
One more time, I
or
didn't quite hear
say
you.
the name. Did it not say the name?
Of the pastor?
Yeah,
Yeah, Father Lucian Petrovich.
Petrovich. Okay.
There are no
Is
other
there-
signs of
is there
anyone at the
anybody
church.
in the church? Oh, there we go. It's our new house.
Sleep in the basement.
You can totally do that.
Does it look when we go in the basement? Does it look like the relics, the bones are there still?
I was just gonna ask them.
Yeah, they would still be intact. Irina looks noticeably uncomfortable being down there, having been where she fought for her life and was kidnapped by revenants.
True. It's probably
Those guys are pretty
traumatizing.
nice.
Yeah, there's a little PTSD kicking in.
This is the last place they think to look.
Which is about the only reason
I
she's
know it's
agreeing
tough
to
being
look
back
to
here,
stay there.
Irina, but here, take some of this pie. I guarantee you'll sleep all through the night. No problem.
We shouldn't be handing the pies out to people.
Yeah.
Save those.
You just give her like a crumb, a little bit, just enough to
Just a
like take
roll
the
of
edge off.
filling,
Yeah, like
First
a little
taste
bit in
is
a
free.
drink, like loosen her up.
Is that how that's going to work?
A little bit of unconscious pie. It's fantastic. Just sends you right to another dimension.
Fair enough.
A dimension of flavor town, if you will.
Like right now.
You can. I have no encounters in plan for the evening. You can sleep through the night with your. Interesting. As needed. Interesting. What's your plan on the morning?
Now we
We're
gotta
hitting
go
the
to-
long rest button.
Yeah, hit the
just
long rest
before I do
button.
it. Long rest.
You are fully repopped and ready to go.
All right.
Now let's go to the inn.
We can go and talk to whoever we want to talk to.
Yeah, now we can fight the
Now we're
whole
not worried
town
about
if we need
instantly
to.
dying. I mean, I wasn't planning on any of that, so let's try not to do the full murder.
But if it should come
Right.
to that, you want to be ready.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
That's literally where I was going with this whole arrest thing to begin with. I didn't want to walk into a trap and be like, oh no, we're really trapped because we can't do anything else.
I guess we're just
Oh,
going to
shoot.
have to stay.
So they were saying he was going to meet us somewhere in the town. So we should
That's-
probably find a place in town.
Yeah, that's what Esmeralda said.
To be
She'd find
found.
you in Valaki.
Which means we have to make ourselves findable. Right.
So off to the Blue Water Inn.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I could use a beer.
Yeah, well, it's not exactly hopping. Excuse me.
Not enough IPAs.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's not an IPA, like an amber or what is this?
Yeah, it's there's not a lot of people having breakfast. There's the half elf that you saw there last time you were there, who is quietly having
Bard.
he's quietly having some potatoes and and a beer for breakfast. The innkeeper spots you and makes a very large gesture of inviting you back into the space. Just, oh, you're back. You did quite well on the road. I understand we have you to thank for the wine flowing again, as it were.
Yeah, well, we do what we can here and there.
There's a great deal of chatter about you lot.
Oh,
Good,
we're gonna
good.
get our
Or
own
bad.
festival.
Oh, you should be careful joking about that sort of thing. When the Festival of the Sun's finished tomorrow, he'll probably insist on starting to plan another one about you four.
Wonderful.
Festival of Friendship.
Friendship. Team friendship.
Maribel grumbles under her breath. 4. Like I do not exist. I do my part.
Arabelle would be included in that. She's been with us for quite a while.
Well, it's not like she's Sailor Moon, right? We're the Sailor Scouts. When you talk about the Sailor Scouts, they're talking about us. Sailor Moon is separate. You're your own princess. You get your own recognition.
That is not better. You understand why that is not better.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
But
you did turn into like a sack of hay when we left. Nobody knew you were with us.
that only
That's
works if
something
we
else.
do not tell them what we are doing.
Exactly. Secrets.
To which Erwin will speak up again. Which reminds me, Lady Wagner was looking for you lot.
Oh, was she?
Aye, she said that she owed you coin for the restoration of trade again.
As long as it's just coin.
Said if I should see you lot, I should send you to the Wachter house.
Oh, she done deliver?
Well, we didn't know when to expect you.
All right.
All right,
Where?
let's saunter on over there.
Yeah. Where is her house?
He gives you directions. It's a short distance. It's around the corner, basically. Towards the north side of town.
It's around the corner, but she never comes in because she's rude.
Kinda, yeah. But he'll also set you up with breakfast if you would prefer.
Want to eat
Oh, yeah.
before talking
I
to her?
mean,
Dave's
Yeah, I'm not-
eating and drinking.
not gonna say no
Right.
to breakfast.
I like coffee.
All right. You guys will be set up with anything you need before you set out again if you want. Breakfast goes very quietly and without incident.
Great. Well, let's go pay this lady a visit. See if she gonna keep good on her word.
Yeah, nothing like a bag of money for dessert.
As you head out of the, you head out and follow the directions around to the Wachter. Let's see here. Find it. There it is. This house seems disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize to which the house hates what it has become.
Wow.
This is not.
Yeesh, I
where
thought
you
this lady was
expect
rich. Look at this dump.
I mean, apparently, she doesn't care much for the upkeep of her residence.
I've never heard of a self-hating house before.
Neither have I. I'm a little weirded out.
Let's
by
go
like
up these steps and bang on the door.
And be gentle. Don't, hurt, the
Yeah,
house
we don't
any
want to
more
hurt
than
the
it already
house.
is.
Yeah, the house is in misery as it is. We need to be gentle.
Yeah.
It's an emo house.
It's sad. Okay, leave the house alone.
I'm pure Dagon fashion. I'm just going to try to open the door.
The door is locked.
Bound to happen sooner or later. I'm surprised it took this long, to be honest.
Yeah, finally, they learned, I mean,
Just
After a moment, the door opens, and a gentleman in a well-kept, well-crafted, if aged, servant jacket with short tails pulls the door open. Ah, yes. The mistress has been expecting you calling upon her. Please come in.
Thank you.
The foyer has closets on either side of the door, and he ushers you through a doorway deeper into the house. Takes you past a staircase and through a door out into a sitting room.
I'm gonna look around the house as he's like taking us to the sitting room and just see if it's the inside of the house is just as like, in a state of disrepair as the outside.
It's well maintained in the sense that there's not layers of dust. It does look old.
and so do I, but
Yeah. But there's a household staff that's maintaining it, so everything is neat and tidy and organized.
just don't have a groundskeeper for outside.
Yeah.
Or they gave up the fight with it. He leads you in past the dining room. An ornate dining table stretches the length of this room, a crystal chandelier hanging above it perilously. The silverware is tarnished, the dishes chipped, yet all are still quite elegant. 8 chairs, their backs adorned with sculpted elk horns, surround the table, and arched windows made of lattice work of iron and glass look out onto the small fog-swept estate.
Oh, there's fog inside. We need to get out. There's fog inside.
Well, the fog-swept estate's outside estate grounds. And then he takes you across the room to, which is technically still the same room, but it's just off to the side. Here, 3 elegant couches surround an oval table made of black glass. All are set in front of a blazing hearth, above which hangs the portrait of a smirking nobleman, sporting a broken nose and a tangle of hair graying at the temples. Several smaller portraits hang on the north wall.
Is that the portrait we're looking for?
We're just like, which of these pictures is the picture we need?
It wasn't a
It's
portrait
the last
of a
clue we
fireplace?
have, yeah. It was a woman over a fire. We don't even know if it's a picture.
Oh, it was a woman. Okay, never mind. I
This
don't
is
know.
definitely not a woman.
Okay, never mind.
It's an imposing gentleman.
With a broken nose.
Irina
Nice
What
nose
looks.
broken.
modern art is that?
Right.
Irina considers
nobody's-
it. The
said it was
Vactor
modern
family has always wanted to be burgomasters of Vallaki. I remember Father talking about Nikolai being very ambitious, but never enough to relocate the family to Barovia.
Interesting.
The butler.
Do you know?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna ask. Do you know what happened to the guy? I don't know. It was in the painting, maybe.
She thinks on that. I think Father said he died in an accident.
Hmm.
Know all about them royal accidents.
I think it may have been a hunting incident, maybe.
Yes. It's just one of those things that happens.
Mm-hmm. Terrible tragedy.
I'm sure the person was just trying to shoot them in the leg.
Surely.
Totally.
Okay, Cheney.
Totally. Yeah. You're left to wait for a few more minutes before Lady Wagner comes into the room. And
She just creepily floats into the room again. Or does she walk in her own house? Because it's okay.
She comes in through
Victorian.
she walks in.
Okay.
Although, to be fair, glide is not an inappropriate term. She definitely walks with a confident deportment of someone who considers themselves a highborn lady and expects to be treated as such. If you have not yet seated yourself, she will gesture at the couches for you to do so.
All right, Dagon's sitting with his feet up on the table already.
Well, then just scoot up next to you and push your feet off the table. Just come on, man. What did I teach you? Come on.
Teach me. Nobody taught me nothing. That's why I am like this.
I was standing, but I'll find a seat to sit in.
Okay. Arabelle's going to stand over by the doorway to head out.
Where?
And then Lady Wagner is going to stand next to the fireplace so that as you look at her, you can't help but see her standing effectively, not side by side, but you constantly see her husband in your view. I am very pleased that you would come to my home. In particular, bring this fine young lady with you. It is an honor to meet you, Irina. Irina kind of pulls herself up. A pleasure as well, Lady Wagner. I believe that I contracted you to bring wine to the Blue Water Inn, not knowing who was in your company. But I am pleased to see that you have fulfilled your bargain. The agreed upon sum, I think, was another 300 gold. Excellent. And she waves over past Arabelle's shoulder, and the valet comes back in with a small wooden box. And he sets on the table where Dagon's feet were. I believe you will find the equivalent contained within.
Thank you.
Pleasure doing business.
It would also seem that you have attracted some attention. I have for you a letter.
Oh. Okay. You know from who?
I have
it
not
not say?
inquired, but I do believe that there it is, that the seal is one that should be recognized. And she sets an envelope down in front of Samara.
I'm gonna pick it up and look at the seal and see if I recognize it.
It's a stylized Z with a figure of a bat behind it.
You know.
It's the bad symbol. I knew it. Batman's finally going to recruit us.
All right. Well, I'll open the letter.
It's on Jamboard, page 14. I'll give you the straight
Alright.
text first because I know we all squint to try to read the script.
You're like,
I mean, the script is very pretty. For sure.
Yeah. There are lots of things I'll get down on them for. One of them is it's not always worth it to make the players try to make their way through I can read cursive and I sometimes have a hard time with it.
Yeah, especially when it's so fancy.
Mm-hmm.
the Strahd considers us friends. That's very nice.
Yes. I guess I'm reading it. My friends, know that it is I who have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid you dine at my castle so that we can meet in civilized surroundings. Your passage here will be a safe one. I await your arrival. Your host, Strahd von Zarovich. Oh. Looks like we gotta break out our fine dining attire, guys. I mean, that is if we're gonna go.
It is quite an honor to be invited to the castle.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and you mean
For
like
many.
not abducted and taken against your will?
Do not fall prey to the rumor mongering of the peasants.
Right.
A highborn gentleman does not need to abduct his company. Irina starts to say something, but you can tell she's holding it back because she's pretty sure she's about to start something.
Well, thank you very much for our payment in this letter. We appreciate it very much, and I think we'll be taking our leave of you.
Yes, I think we will, prepare ourselves to,
Our Sunday
guess.
best on, right?
and take Strahd upon his offer. So, yeah, we will leave you to the rest of your day, and we'll head out.
She nods her head. My gentleman will see you out then. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Is anyone doing anything I should know before you make your way out?
I would like to
Oh,
talk
look in the
to
box.
the.
If no one else is going to look in the box.
Talk to who?
I want to talk to the butler guy, and I'll be like, "Hey, Jeeves, tell you what, I got a fancy dinner I'm going to. You got a really nice coat. Tell you what, I'll give you 10 gold. Coat right up your back. Best deal you're gonna see in ages."
I wouldn't dream of it.
Wow. I have 15 gold.
This jacket is the mark of rank within the house.
And it's pretty fancy. I mean, I like it. Where do I get something like that?
Custom tailored after years of loyal service.
Jeez, I ain't got that kind of time, man.
There's always time for that which is important, my lord.
Right. All right, well, you're lost, buddy.
A matter of perspective, I propose. Safe travels to you.
Good day.
So it's just gold in the box?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you come out the door, you are immediately taken by the fact that a massive horse-drawn carriage stands in the center of the road, opposite in front of the house.
Guessing that's for us.
A team of 4 horses is hitched to it, and there is no driver.
Oh, magical carriage.
Our Uber has arrived.
Is there like a T for Tesla on the back?
This Must be one of them fancy Ubers.
I'm guessing that's like a we have to go, and not like a we have a choice. It's like
Maybe, or maybe it's like a fast travel plane. You can come back and go.
Arena glances at it. I'm fine walking.
Yeah, the thing is creepy. You're not wrong.
I'll take a peek inside. I'll open the door and just look in there, see if there's anything in it.
Okay.
Do it.
It's definitely, yeah, you pull the door open. It's definitely big enough to seat all 6 of you comfortably. It's well apportioned. The seats are well maintained. Cleaned, oiled leather.
And if I didn't have other stuff to do, I could take a nap on there, clean them up. We got other stuff to do, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to take a ride in the Strahd mobile. Not quite sure I trust this.
I
Strahd.
mean, he did say our passage would be a safe one. I mean, not that I trust him, but you know. I mean,
don't see
would it
there's
be
any reason to lie.
what would it be safer, Dan, just to travel in his carriage, you know, as opposed to traveling there on foot, where we may encounter who knows what along the way, you know? Like,
He said our passage would be a safe one. If we choose to walk and then he doesn't fulfill his word, he would look like a tool.
I mean, he said our passage would be a safe one. I'm assuming, you know,
There was no but.
from
there
him.
was no
You don't
if.
know if there's other people that may attack us that are not
We'll see what
related.
happens if
That
the dragon
is
lady
correct.
responds.
They have
The
made
best
us.
type of correct, technically correct. If
They
we
may-
like stub a toe or something,
Well, they may not.
totally was not safe.
They may not
Strahd.
have any association to Strahd. I mean, not that. I don't know. It's just my thoughts.
Let's go back to the inn, yes?
What's that?
Sure.
Oh, we're going back. Okay.
Back to the inn.
Or are we gonna get all fancy?
No, we gotta talk to this vampire hunter, remember?
Well, that's right. That's why we came. Okay.
Before we
Yep.
leave.
Dagon will definitely keep his eye out for like a tailor or like a shop that he could buy like a really fancy like dinner coat.
Yeah, man. With all
Yeah, I
that.
guess that's fair. We should probably
Oh,
dress
gold.
up, huh? We're not very fancy.
I mean, we gotta step it up. We gotta get on Strahd's, you know, level with his style. You know.
Not with the amount of gold we have. we gotta
We
like
actually have quite a bit now.
imitate.
'Cause I keep adding it to my my sheet, and right now we have
Quite a
10
bit.
platinum, 463 gold.
Hey, man, look at
Ballers.
that. We're doing all right.
That's some rock money right there.
You can, if you look for a tailor, you can find a shop where they're doing. You can find a clothier. To keep things moving along, it'll take a couple of days to get a well set, crafted bit of finery for any of you. They don't have anything quote on the rack.
Oh man.
There's these tiny legs.
That's kind of how things work. You're ignoring the carriage and you're heading back to the Blue Water Inn.
Yes, unless we like, is there like a swipe left button on the course? Not right now, bro.
No, you can just walk past it.
Come back later.
Okay. You arrive back at the inn. It's a little bit later in the morning. And there is no sign of Esmeralda yet. What's your plan now?
Hope nothing happened to her. All the way.
Make
I'll
our
ask the
motions?
bartender if he knows this Esmeralda character, if he knows of her.
He doesn't recognize the name. If you could describe her, he starts to think, I may have seen her pass through here once or twice. little bit on the distinct side from your description. I haven't seen her today, though.
Hmm.
How did your meeting with the Lady Wagner go?
As well as can be expected.
Went well. She paid us as promised.
Yeah, didn't try to kill us at all.
Didn't try to kill us at all. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a first.
fairly
It's
due for
a
us.
first for us.
Yeah. Did not immediately try to kill us. +5. Respect.
All right. Eventually, are you planning to head out, or are you gonna wait?
What I was gonna ask, I don't know. Are we gonna wait for her to show up?
Well, I would just like to take a minute since we got the note, right? And we got an offer of a carriage. Let's just like think about what's gonna happen. Like what are our options here, right? So he wants us to join and dine, wine and dine, right? And he's gonna say, well, I just want the girl, I just want the girl, and then you guys can go, you're fine. I respect you. You're fine, upstanding people. Just leave the girl and you can go. And then we'll be like, no, we can't do that. And then what? Then it's like you're insulting him. So then he springs the trap and then you're in trouble, right? What's the ace up our sleeve here? He's like opening the front door, right? Like,
Nothing, man. If
We
go in
got
the,
no
we go in the
ace
front
in the
door, we're going to be
hole.
exactly what he wants.
I still like the idea of doing the swap.
But obviously, he's gonna know when he sees her.
Oh, that's so negative. Don't be a negative Nancy.
I'm not negative. That's just
He probably knows how she
realistic.
smells. Creepy.
That's
vampire
not
logic,
creepy.
Right? It's like,
Irina
"Ooh, I
will
can
throw
find
out
you
there."
anywhere. With my
See, that-
vampire nose.
That's the thing is that play into it. Let her stand by his side, and we play like, well, nice, and then she just kind of like stabs him in the neck when he's not looking. Like that could be the plan. Like I don't have any other plan other than to lure him into a false sense of security. It's the only play we got, because that's what he's doing to us. So we got
I
to
don't think any of us
bamboozle
feel
him.
very secure in this moment. I feel like that's just not the case.
I mean, I don't know.
The paladin makes a compelling argument for which nobody has an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
what do-
only, the
what
only
do
thing
you
I'm
wanna
thinking is
do?
our card is the sun bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
That's-
shot other undead with it, and they were like, "Oh, that really hurts. I'm going to chase you." And we shoot Strahd with the sunbow. He'll be like, "Oh, that really hurts. I'm going to chase you," and I'm going to be like, "Oh no!" And then I'll die. I'm not going to try it. If I die, I just die.
Well, I
What
mean,
about trying to
isn't-
find the skull of the dragon person?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see,
Well-
that's what I'm talking about.
That's in Strahd's castle, so we have to go there anyway to find it.
Right,
Yeah,
and
we
that's
could-
what we do. We
we could
demand
pull the hold on, we gotta go to the
skull in
bathroom.
trade.
And then go find the skull.
Oh, jeez. I don't know, guys.
The
I know.
skull for the girl.
I don't.
And then it's the old switcheroo. Combine the skull, summon the Pokemon. We're good to go. This plan cannot fail.
Well, he's already
Pokemon are
beat the
somebody
dragon
here.
once. Don't forget.
And the remnant and all that stuff. I get that. But we weren't there. With the power.
Of friendship, yeah. Well, I mean, that's basically what his letter said, right? If I come, I'll be back,
Good. This
and
is
then
going
I'll
in
use
with
the
the plan
power of
at least.
friendship.
Even if it's a terrible plan, at least it's a plan.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this.
I wanted double-digit levels before I went to fight a giant legendary vampire. Is all I'm gonna say. I don't know how strong Strahd is, but I was like, no, he's here. We can't fight him, and now we have to fight.
All of us combined are double digit.
This
All of
is
us
true.
combined, we're double digits at 3.
Well,
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
I don't know what I mean. What else we can really do to try to get the one up on him? I mean, he seems to always just kind of get the one up on us every time.
Well, that's why we wanted to talk to the vampire hunter guy to see if they
Right.
have any advice.
All right. Well, I'm fine with the discussion then.
well,
I still like my plan. Nobody's got a better plan.
I
So
know, but-
that's the
No.
default
But I
plan.
I think what we were gonna figure out is if we were gonna wait to see if Esmeralda shows up or not, or
You know, we could still do that. I just feel better now that I worked some stuff out in my head.
okay.
I just needed to like just do a little, soundboarding. Just need to hear myself talk.
Okay.
As you say that, the bard steps over to the table. Not much will change between tonight and tomorrow. If you have the tools, I would make use of them while you have the open door. That castle might be a little bit challenging to get into if the gates aren't open to you.
Bard coming in with that wisdom.
Oh, there are things you learn when you study vampires, as long as some have.
Wait, is this the guy that we need to talk to?
I don't
What
know.
was your name again?
Rictavio, at your service.
Can I call you Ricky Rick?
Not if you intend to live till tomorrow morning.
Ooh, wow. That escalated quickly.
No, it did not. Escalation would be if you actually did call me that.
And
He pulls up a stool to your table. I understand you've been waiting on someone.
we have.
Yes.
We were waiting on somebody that was supposed to let us know if we could meet with a certain someone else.
Ah, and what questions would you have for that someone else?
Maybe what their knowledge of vampires and how to kill them might be.
Traditionally, a stake through the heart seems to be quite effective.
So we need to go get some steak.
Generally speaking, it's a matter of finding out how best to get the one up on them, as you have said. Finding their weaknesses. And a certain amount of perseverance. Waiting for that exact moment to head in. Was there something in particular you were concerned that you weren't prepared for?
Actual combat with Strahd.
Come again?
Actual combat with Strahd.
Well, very few are ever truly ready for that.
The skull. Do you know about the dragon?
I've heard a bit of those stories, but I will admit my efforts have not looked closely at the revenants of that manor. I
Just
do
wondering
understand.
if the skull is like a person skull or a dragon skull.
I believe a dragon skull, if the stories are correct. If I recall correctly, Argenvost was a silver dragon, I believe, that was felled in combat with Strahd's armies. Armies more or less disbanded now.
I know the skull was taken as a trophy, but it was probably put on display somewhere, right? Did the story say?
Indeed. Up in the castle, I would presume.
Any particular place in the castle?
Somewhere where you'd show people, so maybe the dining room.
I'm afraid I have not hit the point yet where I have received such an invitation to explore the castle proper. And to be fair, Dagon actually has played through Curse of Strahd, so there's probably a certain amount of trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing differently.
Yes. Yes. And things that are like, oh, I wouldn't know this. I wouldn't know this.
And I'm like, oh, Rob's not doing what I normally would do. Anyway, excuse me. I can't say, however, that I've seen inside the castle.
All right,
And you
I
could
have a
ask-
question.
Yeah.
New line of
Yes.
questioning. How does Strahd feel about the Revenant?
Oh, he can't stand the things. They've been at him for generations.
Do you think he would be thankful if we came up with a way to get rid of them for him?
I suppose he would consider that quite the boon.
Is there any way we could do that for him?
Not that I could conceive of. I mean, you remember, their vengeance is that beyond the grave. And it plays very much into a belief that I think I may have observed, that souls don't move on to restful places from this particular domain of dread. This has a unique property to it.
Why would we want to do that for him?
I'm just trying to think of things that he wants. Is there anything else that he wants besides the love of women that don't want him?
The love of women who are repulsed by him is the only thing that sways him.
He definitely seems enthralled with Irina and those who remind him perhaps of a lost love.
Oh,
Of a
Wait,
lost
wait,
love. Are you
lost
saying
love.
he's just a lovesick puppy?
Of death.
so he was in love with somebody that is obviously no longer around, and he used Irina as like a replacement for her.
He has sought a consort many times. Some of the stories I have heard are entire villages wiped out because they wouldn't hand the favored daughter over to the Lord.
I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's messed up.
And has he not found like the correct one? Because he's continually getting new ones. So you would figure if he found the one, he would stop searching.
That would be quite likely. I, for my part, have been attempting to keep tabs on where he may or may not be seeking next. I'd heard stories of you, Irina, but it seems that you have already found yourselves some protectors. And
You're
she'll
damn right.
nod and quite ready to take the fight to him, too. I would prefer to die with a sword in my hand than any other form.
I don't know about you guys, but I would prefer not to die at all.
Yeah.
We all
No
die
dying.
eventually, my good dwarven friend. It is the lucky few that have some say in the circumstances.
Well, one thing's for certain, we need some steaks. I'm gonna start just busting off legs of chairs.
Whoa, no, boy, hey, no, don't beat.
For the greater good, don't you worry.
Oh my gosh.
I'll flip him a handful of gold coins.
That's not the point.
I promise. We'll pay for those.
I mean, he's right. We probably should just be. It's probably special wood we need, not just chair wood. Steak wood, it's like a certain part of the tree. It's like the flanked
Or yeah, does it
wood.
have to be? Does it have to be a special type of wood? Does it matter? A good question, actually.
Generally, I believe some of what I've investigated is that he may have some other font of power. But for the most part, my intention was to keep as low a profile as possible until I felt more confident with what was awaiting in the castle. If you were hoping I could hand you a simple means by which to dispatch him, I'm afraid I'm going to have to disappoint you.
No, we did. I don't think we thought it would be that easy, but we thought you might have some
Have some insight.
helpful tips that might help along the way.
And I believe that you've already quite become well prepared. Esmeralda shared with me that you have more than one artifact of this domain already in your possession. I don't speak of them here, obviously. The walls have ears.
You may have acquired some things.
Yes, I have the beard of dwarven kind.
The radiant beard of dwarven kind.
Once per day, you can pull leftovers out of it.
Ah, yes, trail rations.
Yep. Good old flavor saver. Oh.
All right, what's the way? We go in there. We say, "Hey, here's for dinner." Give him the beat down, and then stick this chair leg right through his heart. Right? You're good to go.
What are the other fonts of power we should worry about? That's something we can work on beforehand.
I'm not sure I'm aware of much else. In fact, some of the things that I have heard I'd only believed were rumors. It wasn't until my protege shared with me that she had seen them in action that I believed they existed.
Yeah, he's definitely used a couple things on us that are pretty powerful.
But I have not yet positioned myself to make a move. I am but one man. Half that by some definitions.
Yeah, we only got two here, so I mean,
All right, I got another question. We got a letter from him, and it says he brought us here. Why do you think he brought us here?
I'm afraid I can't relate to you the inner workings of a madman.
I mean, if he probably wasn't bringing us here in particular, because like he grabbed an entire group. We just happened to also be there.
The entire group came?
You know what? No, I don't know. We had always assumed.
Well, I mean, that one kid made it through with us.
Or did you bring him through with you?
Ah, shit. Now you're making me feel guilty.
Well, it was either that or the really real ghouls that were there. Because they were really there.
Yeah. No, you're right. He was going to be a dead man. I mean, I guess better alive here. Maybe. I don't know.
Live is better wherever it is, especially for those that are, well, for those who belong.
Well,
How do we choose who belongs?
Well, I suppose by now you've surely noticed that not all in this valley are truly here.
No.
Interesting.
What do you mean by that?
Well, souls, there is no passing on. If we look just at Argynvost Holt, you can see that spirits don't ever leave. Yet, how would von Zarovich have a bustling valley community after laying waste to it for so long and so many wars. A finite number of souls means a finite number of people. And that finite number of people may not be sufficient to provide the appearance of happiness that the good Lord wishes.
So he likes to recycle, but sometimes he still needs to buy new stuff.
And many of the paths that you will cross are those of bodies that are not more than a husk to maintain the appearance of prosperity. You haven't noticed that there isn't a great deal of mirth about? You pass through a town, you don't hear children crying?
Did notice that and think it was really weird.
Yeah.
I prefer that actually.
Fair
I
point.
figured there's lots of good parents here. I mean,
Dad soon.
Fair point.
Well, I mean, yeah, regardless of why he brought us here, I mean, obviously to leave, we have to sense of him.
That assumes, of
Right.
course, that he can grant you passage out again.
Yeah, maybe we're stuck here.
My theory is that with his destruction, all the passages open up again.
Well, that's what I mean. We have to dispense of him and, get rid of him in order to leave. Otherwise, we will be stuck here.
To which Arabelle will chime in, you had the opportunity to leave. You did not take it.
Yeah, I was about to say, if, say we do this, are we going to leave? This might not be a bad place to stay if he's not here anymore.
Not that, not that we have to leave once he's gone, but
I mean, we do have other stuff to do. We got to go talk to a different vampire after we talk to this vampire.
Yeah, check
Well,
it, make sure.
we were supposed to try to see if killing him would lift the curse.
What is
What you're
this?
saying is we've been on track this whole time. We haven't deviated at all.
Wait. What is this again? Killing a vampire with what?
I don't know.
It breaks the vampire curse and cures vampirism.
Who told you this thing?
We got it
The
from a
theory we
very
heard.
reliable source.
This is the theory we heard from some desperate people that we weren't necessarily for sure was a thing.
Okay.
yeah, well, I mean, you're the professional. He has to, we can cure vampirism, right? I mean, that's a thing, right?
Is there a way to cure vampirism? I mean, it sounds like you might be the person to ask.
There may be. We're going to pause really quick while the audio goes through. Dave, welcome. Glad to have you hanging out tonight. We are in some deep, heavy backstory lore roleplay. And we're going to let that amazing, generous gift that I don't normally make a stop to talk about, but that's too huge not to, of 10 gift subs. That's awesome.
Oh,
And,
got PSG.
like, everybody got a sub. You get a
Yeah.
sub.
Yeah.
It's like having Oprah in the house.
Yeah, you.
Oh, cheapskate. Got cheapskate.
Oh, don't worry about
in
it. Don't worry. We were due for a brief
Yep.
pause anyways in the heavy action. And Rob's a little bit like, okay, so what exactly do you need to get out of this dude?
I don't know. We were worried about a way to get in, and now we have a way to get in. So now I'm like, do we just go? I mean,
I'm ready. I got a couple of terrible
We
ideas
just have to go.
to play out.
I think we have no choice. We just have to go and see if we can find the skull at some point while we're there.
Yeah,
You just-
and
you
then
just
this
have
guy's
to
mentioning some sort of
trust me.
alternate source of power for Strahd, too.
so maybe if we can,
Right.
unplug
So he
his
has, like,
Wi-Fi or
Horcrux?
something before we play.
Does he have Horcrux?
I'd be able to locate that while we're there, see what it is.
I
Let me do this real quick.
have to use the little
The
it called?
in the men's room.
little Dungeoneers room.
We need a break. Is what I'm hearing.
Let's do a break.
All right, let's
I
take
always have these
let's take a 5. I'm gonna hang out and chat for a bit with everybody that's here, while we otherwise hit the potty breaks.
Yes,
I'm
I
gonna
will
pop
be right
this
back.
on the jam board for Cheapskate, who's still here. For the visual types, this is who they're currently talking to. I think that's all of them. But no, and I appreciate the generosity. I would rather pause the game to let the audios play out than not acknowledge how cool that is. I'm also reminded of the fact that I don't have a brain fart. I don't have a DM only screen.
Ah,
I have that from on my other overlay set. I have I hit a button and it's just me in the chat.
right.
So at times like this, I can just go bing, and then it's like everybody's off and hiding. And please pass on my hellos to Linarius. I did not know you two were acquainted, but that's awesome. I'm so geeked that I got to meet her in person. I still think that is like one of the craziest parts about streaming is when you actually get to connect face to face.
That's awesome. You get to meet her in person. That's really cool.
Yeah, I was traveling through her part of the country
Nice.
couple weeks ago, and we made a chance to. It was one of those. I was worried we weren't going to, and because there was a lot back and forth last minute, and I was technically working, and they had all their stuff going on, and then finally it was like we just managed to bustle out, and then, and this is my favorite part of the story, we agreed to meet at a Starbucks, and so they told me what Starbucks to go to, and I typed it in. I went to the Starbucks, and I'm like, okay, I'm here, and then they text me back, I'm here too. And we don't see each other. And like, I kind of know what she looks like. So I
Yeah.
kind of know what I'm looking for. And she knows what she's looking for because, yeah. And it was like for a second, I actually thought we existed in different realities. Like we were at the
Oh,
same
dear.
Starbucks and we couldn't see each other because like somehow there is a multiverse that Twitch connects. And it just turns out I was at a Starbucks like 3 miles down the road. It just looks identical.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean that happens with how.
I mean, they do when they build them all the same way.
Yes,
So,
and especially with how many there are per like square area,
Yeah.
square mile or whatever you want to. It's like
Yeah.
they like to squeeze them in there.
And I take very little credit for the creativeness of putting together this particular game. I take full credit for the 6 months that led up to it. But this is the work of of incredibly talented writers
Right.
that I cannot give enough credit to for having crafted this all. Curse of Strahd goes back. The original dungeon Ravenloft was written back in 85 or 86. And all they've done over the years is just add a little bit here and a little bit there and flesh it out. Actually, I tell you that they've added a crap ton with this, the last two publications of it. And all I do is just kind of go through the book and go, okay, we're going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to do this. We're not going to do that. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. And I'm looking forward to what here's where my day went. Let me pop this up here while we're chilling out waiting for Adam and Knebula to get back. But this is my next project. Let me find the overlay graphic to it. I have it. There's the official overlay graphic. I'll put that up on the jam board next to Richthofen for now.
so that's our half elf friend.
Yeah. But that's where all my work was going today.
The convergence.
Yeah, which was the plan for that, and I'm still, I don't mind sharing this live on stream. I'm trying to figure out how to write the Kickstarter in a way that expresses my desire just to help to support my players with an honorarium, but I want to know how much that honorarium is before we sit down and play. And the only way to know for sure how much I can offer is if I know what my budget is, and things like Twitch follows and cheers and stuff, they're good, but I'm not big enough to know what that'll be month to month. So the plan is to go to Kickstarter. and say, okay, here's the plan. Do you want in on it? So I spent today rewriting the entire Kickstarter from scratch because I got some feedback that didn't have enough concrete rewards in it. So, but assuming everything goes through, we're going to launch it next week. So not this coming week, but next week. And then my streamiversary is coming up because I was going to celebrate my making of affiliate as my 1 year mark. So I've got some good stuff planned coming up. And that should be fun.
Very cool.
Ooh, speaking of fun, this is where you know you've come across talented artists. Third Tier is at a convention this weekend. Let's see. It's in this folder, and then it's in this folder. And I needed some rough sketches for the Kickstarter video. So you found an artist, and for like $15, she whipped up a bunch of things like this for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you know, she's got handcuffs. This is the other one I really like.
That's cool.
This helps. I think this really sets the stage for the universe.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, I want to hang out there. I want to know what happens with that.
yeah. I mean, I would want to know what happens, but I really feel like I need like a rapid fire, high caliber weapon before I go anywhere near that.
They've turned a stop sign into a great axe. Something's not right.
Awesome.
Not
Well-
to mention, the regular clothes on this demon-looking dude.
Well, I asked for 3 bits of concept art, and the concept I gave was fantasy equals Mad Max.
Okay.
And that's what she came back with. I'm like, sweet. Yeah, because the premise for that game is that the multiverse is collapsing, and when they collide, they overwrite each other. So whole sections of the world are being erased and replaced. So imagine like if all of Flint, Michigan was just replaced with an elven central town and kingdom.
Upgrade.
Just plop. It's
There would be violence.
yeah.
As long as our government was around, there would be violence.
Yeah. Well, there's
Be
not.
like, you hostilely teleported yourself into Flint. We're gonna roll tanks up on you.
Well, here's the twist. What happens when all of Manhattan is now a giant volcanic mountain with a red dragon living there?
Isn't this just Blade Runner? Or not Blade Runner? Oh my gosh, that system with the D6s and the dragon. that just
Shadowrun?
shows up. Shadowrun.
Oh yeah.
Except for that's like much in the future, yeah.
With the slight twist that technology doesn't work because as each convergence happens, there's an EM pulse.
No tech.
No tech. Well, fantasy and Steam tech.
Right. No screens? Question.
Yeah, no screens. What every parent has been dreaming of for the last 10 years.
Until last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, thank goodness for all these screens.
Thank God you have a screen. Okay, so final questions for the Bard. You've all had a chance to water and ponder. What next?
I think I'm good to go. Carriage ride.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't think there's anything else I need to ask. Unless he has any last, parting words of wisdom.
I will continue my efforts to watch and see how I may be of assistance.
I appreciate that.
As you take a few more moments to think on it, one of the boys that works at the tavern comes through the doors. Papa, there's a carriage out front and no driver for me to take it.
Carriages.
Uber has arrived again.
Yep.
Yep, that's fuzz. Don't worry about it.
All right, guys. So,
All right, are we gonna take it or are we gonna walk? 'Cause Irina doesn't want to take it.
mean.
Irina is not adverse to walking.
Okay with taking it, but if Irina wants to walk, I'm fine with that too.
Because I don't want to make her do things she doesn't want to do. This whole thing has been very tough on her to begin with. Just get in the carriage. It's gonna be fine.
Just get in there.
Okay. That is
No,
totally
yeah,
an
I'm good with
option.
I'm good with walking if she's really doesn't want to go in the carriage.
Well, she'll get in the carriage if that's the group's consensus. She's not that anti-carriage.
I mean, are these nice carriages? Have you been in one of these carriages before?
When you get a chance to go in a magic carriage ride, I mean, come on.
I know, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at it from like the magical perspective.
I really
Like, how
want
cool
to
is
watch
that?
this and see how it works. I want to take some notes and learn how to make my own magical carriage.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. We get out of this
Reasonable.
cursed place, we can at least take a magic carriage with us.
See, we can create our own like magical carriage Uber service, and then we'll make millions.
Sounds good.
You
Call it the Pony Express.
You step up into the carriage, and once
One
the
last thing, real quick.
Yeah.
I will get a refill and a couple extra bottles of booze. They're like, hey, this might be the last time, so stocking up.
Good point.
Yeah, you are all well rested, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because, yeah, this might be it.
Oh.
Well, long rests might be hard to come by. You step up into the carriage, and as the last of you settles into your seat, there's a few moments where nothing happens. And then the door creaks shut of its own accord. And you feel the lurch as the team sets off in stride. Through the glass, you can pick out Lady Wagner standing at the edge of her estate looking down the street towards where you pass, looking on with a disapproving glare.
Wave.
I thought she would be happy that we were going to go.
She
meet with
wants it to
Strahd.
be her.
Yeah, I give her the
Next time.
finger. Up yours, Voctor. We're
Your
gonna
heart out,
kill your
lady.
stupid heartthrob here.
The gates are open for you as you leave the town, and once you are clear of the gates, the horses begin to pick up speed from a light canter to almost a steady gallop.
Oh, he really wants to get us there quick.
Maybe this is just the normal speed of magic carriages.
Maybe.
It's
Yeah, I don't
hard
know.
to say.
Take notes. See what happens.
After winding through the forest and craggy mountain peaks, the road takes a sudden turn to the east, and the startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. The carriage comes to a dead stop before twin turrets of stone broken from years of exposure. Beyond these guard towers is the precipice of a 50-foot wide, fog-filled chasm that disappears into unknown depths. A lowered drawbridge of old shored-up wooden beams stretches across the chasm between you and the archway to the courtyard. The chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you out of their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously. Beyond this location, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from within, flooding the courtyard. Torches flutter sadly in sconces on both sides of the open doors.
Are the horses going to take us inside?
There's a moment pause, and then the horses will take the carriage across the drawbridge and come to a stop in front of the main doors.
I mean, it could be really imposing to walk across that bridge. I was just wondering.
No, they'll take you across. It's almost as though they could hear you pondering it.
All ashore that's going ashore.
Is there anybody there to like greet us like as we arrive, or is it completely?
At the moment, it's devoid. The doors are open, though.
Okay, I was just wondering if there was like
I'll,
any like servant staff on hand, like that would welcome us.
Yeah, I'll step out of the carriage and kind of step towards the door and just kind of peer in a little bit.
Okay.
Here we go.
You
I'll say, Mr. Zarovich.
you step out of the carriage and have a chance to look around. As you begin to walk towards the doors, I'm sorry, as the last few steps out of the carriage, it begins to move across the courtyard and around the side of the castle. As it
Are we
does so,
supposed to stay in it?
no. It has delivered you to the main entrance. Its work is done.
And I'm just gonna look up, around in awe at like castle and
This imposing
Pretty
thing.
impressive.
how
Yeah.
imposing it is.
I think he's compensating for something.
Thick, cold fog swirls in the courtyard. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you can see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's main open doors. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame.
Man, we have seen like 2 good windows the whole time we've been here.
Yeah. Yeah, this domain of dread is like
Domain of broken glass, more like.
Walking
Yeah.
on broken glass. As you stand there, you hear this loud clang from the drawbridge and watch as it slowly begins to ascend. As the chains work to pull the massive wooden frame up and away from the edge.
Well, no turning back now, guys.
Yep, no turning back. Dagan will just finish a bottle.
I'm
Drop
so
it.
sorry. The
Yeah.
timing is terrible. I have to say goodnight to the child. I'll be right back.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. I am going to take an official break now because I'm also going to run and refresh my water. We'll be back here in
Fair enough.
5. back to that. And we're back up and running.
Yeehaw.
So we stepped away as you were pondering the massive building, which is... That's a different kind of prompt. Anyway, that is the castle. The main doors stand in front of you. Who
You see
dares
any
cross the
pictures of
threshold
ladies
first?
Over fire.
Pardon?
Do you see any pictures of ladies over fire?
Not
Yes.
from here.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'll step through. I'll like step like carefully go
Look,
through
look,
the
Come on,
threshold.
no, we're gonna do it together.
Huh?
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, with friendship. Let's
Well,
hold
we
hands.
lock arms and like
Yes.
skip.
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz style.
We're all the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Strahd.
Is that how that works?
No, are the stones yellow like the path?
Very not.
Wow, that's
Very not. In fact, you're reminded how much this is not Oz or happy or
Not
cheery.
cheery in any way.
I
The-
didn't like replace my straw or scrub InternAsteki down or any of those things.
The ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by... Yeah, you already heard that. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors. No, that's not really relevant. Overhead, in the vaulted entry foyer, 4 statues of dragons glare down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
Have we seen any like alive dragons yet? Ever? I don't think we have.
You haven't, no.
No. I think I would remember that.
I think I would too. Very recently, we were on the like kill rats for people.
Yeah, you've been kind of escalating from there for a while now. Just saying. You've had a chance to kind of, up your game
rats
from
in the
the
larder
rat
for
killing
us.
days. And unlike everything else in the digital book, there is no player version of the map that I can just drop down and say, okay, here's the next section.
I'm not surprising.
I'm gonna have to do some digging to see if someone this week, if I was like all ready to like get ready to do that. I was not expecting to have to like hand sketch everything. This makes me incredibly sad.
I know there's people like if you just do an image search on Google.
Yeah.
There's people who have made the Ravenloft maps for players.
Yep. Just got things I didn't know I had to do until about 7 o'clock. Like, I'll get all the maps ready. Oh, that's got all the secret doors and stuff. I can't use that. I'll just click for the player version. What do you mean there's no player version?
It's really weird that they would have everything else.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
not this.
Bizarre.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that. But I'll be ready for next week. So let me.
These dragon statues, are they like life-size dragon statues or like small?
They're small
smaller
dragons.
Okay.
They're
So
yeah.
like an actual dragon skull would be too big for their head.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So, question. If I had that tiny servant,
Yes.
would it work on that statue?
The statue is.
Would it work on statues or no? Does it have to be other things?
It's an object. Statues are objects.
Okay.
It should work. If you want to climb up the side of the and cast it.
Just a question.
It's tiny objects. These are actually much bigger than tiny. These would be small.
Okay.
They're about the size of a
Fair
wormling,
Fair
relatively speaking.
We've totally seen those.
Yeah. So that. Let's see if I can get that off. So I can
They're like pony size, like miniature pony size.
size. Yeah.
So yeah, they're not so tiny.
I'm double checking their size category here. should be in the stat blocks, are medium sized.
Ah, fair.
So yeah, like a ponyish. They're not tiny.
Oh well.
As you continue deeper into the castle, which by the way I did update on the Jamboard. Because here's the good news. I kind of know the map of this place pretty well. Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall dimly lit by sputtering torches in iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors through which you hear sad, majestic organ tunes. An elf with brown skin and long black hair descends the wide staircase, quiet as a cat. He wears a gray cloak over black studded leather armor and has a polished scimitar hanging from his belt. The master is expecting you, he says.
Thank you. Can you lead us to him?
Of course. This way. He leads you south through the opening. And is there an actual... Oh, there is a
the
description.
music we're hearing.
Yep. There is music as you head around. It gets louder. Torchlight flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. To the east, an arched hallway stretches for 20 feet, ending in a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Next to the hallway, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in a shallow alcove. To the west, large double doors hang slightly open, and a steady bright light escapes through the opening. Swells of organ music come from behind the doors, spilling their melody of power and defeat into the hall. So the statue would be in this alcove here. This goes here, and then you can see the staircase. I believe that's accurate, but I think that's good enough. The gentleman is going to lead you straight to those double doors and into the next room unless you stop him.
No, after him.
Okay. 4. Okay.
I'll as we're walking, I'll be like, so the master, is he in a good mood today? Bad mood today? Does he like dinner parties? Are they more of a hassle to him?
He is pleased that you have arrived at last.
To be fair, I mean, this is the first time we got an invitation, so.
I take it he enjoys music. Does he play the organ?
He is a master of everything to which he sets his mind. He opens the doors into a grand dining room. No. Cool. Thank you for that, cheapskate. Have a good night. Glad to have you hanging out at this ungodly hour for you. And I will check that out. 3 enormous crystal chandeliers brightly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with a fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods. Roasted beast basted in a savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far west wall, between floor-to-ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in its tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, facing away from you, a single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. The figure pauses and waves you into the room.
I go into the room.
Yeah. Step in and take a
I'm
seat.
gonna step in and say, is it evening?
Yeah, at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna step in and say good evening.
I will take a plate and I'll move Irina in my spot to a spot that didn't have it set and just sit somewhere that he wasn't planning on someone sitting.
Which, by the way,
And then I'll look at Irina and like, right?
To show off the amazing visuals, go back a slide if you want to see the view of the pipe organ.
Oh.
They didn't skimp on the artists.
Oh wow.
Like I said, yeah, they didn't skimp.
Very cool.
Okay.
Quite the
Very
ornate
Phantom of the
organ.
Opera.
Yeah.
I want to play that organ.
I know, don't you? Don't you?
I can do chopsticks.
Boom, 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 boom.
As the last of you passes into the room, the Chamberlain quietly pulls the door shut behind you, leaving you alone with the Master of the Ravenloft. Please, please sit. Enjoy the feast prepared for you in the kitchens.
Do we see a dragon skull?
There is no dragon skull in this room.
Okay. You see a picture of a lady above a fire.
There is no fireplace in this room.
Okay.
Put it on the checklist.
Yeah, we gotta. We're trying to find a new place to move. We've got to check our list. Every room we go into.
Does anything in here look like it might be some sort of source of power?
Right.
Well, there's the pipe organ, sure, kicking out some tunes.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't have a bard to just go, I'm going to just play it.
So move over. I'm taking over the keys.
Evan went down to
Instantly
Georgia.
smoked.
Challenge Strahd.
Challenge you to a rat battle.
A vampire rat battle.
All right. Well, Dagon will sit and smell the whatever's in the cup, the drink. Maybe take just a tiny sip. See if it gets poisoned.
I was thinking that too. I'll sit down and whatever seat I guess I was assigned. Are they assigned seats or is it just placed? Or is it just like all the silverware and dinnerware is just placed and you can just sit wherever?
There's just a little nameplate.
It's just laid out for you. So you
It's
can
just laid out. Okay.
just
So
sit down
I'll
where you
just-
want.
I'll take a seat. Ready?
Yeah, I'm sitting down at the table too. Waiting to hear what Strahd has to say.
Excellent. Please eat. What questions have you for me? Is this the first visit you have to the Ravenloft?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you invited us, so
Good. Please enjoy the food.
And okay, sure. What do we have the pleasure of dining on tonight?
All manner of beast and fine fruit and vegetable to be found throughout the valley. No expense spared for my most special guests.
Okay. I'm gonna stick to the vegetarian side of things, is with the fruits and the vegetables. To be on the safe side.
He continues to play notes. What has kept you from coming to the castle for so long? You've traveled through the valley for some time.
Oh, you're aware? I mean, of how long we've been here?
I am aware of everything that happens in this valley.
So you're talking like
From,
specifically your island, or since we've traveled through the mists?
Oh, I'm aware of quite more than just the island.
Months.
Well, we try to be helpful wherever we go. Keeps us busy.
And so what inspired you to invite us to dinner today?
Oh, I could tell that you were very special guests. And it's important to give you opportunities to explore, to see.
Okay. So we're here to explore.
Well, to experience the castle. It is not common that we get visitors here.
Very cool. Do we get like a tour after dinner?
I suppose it's quite possible.
Oh, nice.
How long has the castle been here or in the family?
Ah, yes, the castle itself. I had it built myself when I discovered this fine valley in my travels and conquerings.
And what made you decide to settle here?
Oh, I suppose I would call it the views. The fine mountain ranges, the kind citizenry, the fetching young ladies.
We have come across great many of them, yes.
Yeah, so when you say you don't get many visitors, is that like you're not counting all the abducted people that you bring in against their will?
Oh, I can't say with any certainty that anyone is brought here against their will. Some simply are reluctant to admit their heart's desires.
I didn't even know that this place was a place until we were here. So, I mean, maybe I wanted to be here. I just didn't know what here was? Question mark.
Well, now that I'm here, there's no place I'd rather be.
Oh, and more to the point, no place else you shall ever go. He brings his fingers down hard on a set of keys, filling the room with a dissonant minor chord. And on the command, every torch and candle in the room goes out.
Pull my bow out for light.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
was
much
gonna say,
for the
Well, that's creepy.
Swords out.
for dinner.
There's as you light the room quickly, are you actually firing off the charges to get the daylight effect, or are you just going off the dull light of the bow itself?
I didn't know the bow had charges for anything.
I think it does. Let's see. It might not actually be able to make daylight. It might not be a light source.
Can I kind of ignite a little a flaming little ball in my hand?
Yeah, I think you have you have a light cantrip, don't you? It's just bing.
I do. I don't know.
I have light. Technically, the sun bow is not a light source.
Okay.
At least I'm not seeing it in its description.
Helps me see better.
Yeah, but it looks cool. It's really neat. Cross shadow when you light it up. There is no figure at the organ anymore. But everything else is exactly as it was before the torches went out.
Somebody protect the girls.
Well, yeah. Make sure is
Yeah, is Irina still there?
Yeah, she's still here.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, I was gonna say, what the hell?
Yeah, I'd let you sweat.
Playing,
I'd let you sweat that one for a minute, though.
spin the bottle. It's got to turn off the lights first.
So is this how you treat your guests, Strahd?
Is he even there?
I don't know. We'll see if he answers.
After a few moments of waiting, nothing answers you.
Well, let's light up some of these torches again.
Yeah, I'll go around. I'll light up.
Poof.
Whatever
poof,
light sources
poof.
can be lit.
Yeah.
Quick, yeah, a few quick castings of produced flame, and you're back to the room is lit again
With no Strahd.
with no Strahd. Making it clear that
super rude.
this is his playground.
All right, let's go play on his organ.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Well, I do kind of want to go investigate the organ, considering it is such like a predominant, focus in the room.
Yeah, and he was just there.
Give me a
Yeah, that's true.
perception check. Let's see how that goes.
Gonna investigate to see if I can find a secret door that he disappeared through.
Yeah, if it's possible.
I mean, why waste the teleportation spell, right?
Because it's his house, he can.
I don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing.
No.
Yeah, the
Did
organ is massive and connected to the wall with all the pipes and everything.
There's no hidden levers, switches.
Not that you're finding. Like you're running your hand
Yeah.
along all the places that you would put
Okay.
a release of some kind, and nothing's there.
It's like Resident Evil. I play Moonlight Sonata on the piano.
Dun, 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 dun. Nothing. Yeah, it's very well kept. Makes a beautiful sound.
So
Oh.
he's playing with us.
So much for that. Yeah.
Time to play some hide and seek.
He wants to toy with his food before he.
Dagan will just kind of go around
Mm-hmm.
the room and just like inspect the whole place. Because in my mind, I'm thinking he was just in here. It's like, where the hell did he go?
Okay, give me a quick perception
Right.
check as you're looking around. Okay. You've been pretty thorough about searching the room. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. It's a very well-kept dining room. You do check the door is still unlocked. You're free to leave, head back out if you want to.
What would be the last thing Strahd will expect?
Come
Just
again?
Keep eating. I was saying, what would be the last thing Strahd would expect? If we just sit back down and go back to eating.
I was gonna say.
He'll
I was
never
like,
see it coming.
I was gonna say maybe we should. I mean, we're here. Well, I mean, hungry. Might as well eat. Well,
So try some of this stuff, right?
there's a bunch of food on the table.
Legit, he would not see that coming.
I
That
was
would
planning
throw
on-
him off.
I was planning on eating.
Yeah, maybe we should have like our own little food fight. Have our own little shenanigans.
I would like to crack the door and peer out to see if that elf guy is still hanging out there.
He is not lingering in the door in the hallway. He has moved on to other duties.
Is that suit of armor still there?
Suit of armor is still there.
Okay, cool.
You're gonna steal it? You're gonna put it on? Is it better than your armor?
You can investigate it.
I don't know. I think I'm wearing the strongest armor that I can wear. I'm not sure.
If you
Let's
wear
investigate
heavy
the armor.
You can.
He's on the ceiling like a creepy brain. No, he's not on the ceiling. Well,
I mean, that would be creepy.
he's got this massive castle to hunt you guys in. I don't think he needs to use this room for it.
Yeah, he's a vampire, not Spider-Man.
Eh.
Can't they be both?
It's a full suit of plate mail that is incredibly well maintained.
think that's better than chainmail.
I'm
Yeah,
not
what
sure
kind
what
of armor are you
Asteki's
wearing?
rocking at the moment.
Let me look at my inventory.
We're literally just gonna steal the armor off the
Why
walls.
not? If it's there. Yeah, I'm wearing chainmail.
This would be a sizable upgrade if it fits you.
At least he has
Yeah,
normal
it's technically
body
Guys,
Stand
people
shape.
look
right
at
in
why
front
I
of it.
tried this on, and I'm like putting this shoe on my foot.
Don't you need
Yeah,
someone to
does
help
it
you
look
put
like
on
it might
full
fit
plate?
him?
Asteki's a human. Yeah, it might.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Let's help him put it on.
Okay. This is
He
a
said make ourselves at home.
this is a plan.
I'm just gonna be sitting there with like a plate full of like fruit and
Exotic
vegetables, just like
vegetables.
watching this.
I feel like Dagan has never been rich enough to even see or be around anybody with full
Yeah,
plate.
like plate.
So
Yeah,
I'm like,
plate mail
I'm like
sounds
putting
crazy.
pauldrons on upside down and being like, yeah, you look great, man. You look great.
Are you sure you got it right? Because I feel like that's the left foot on the right foot. It's the left shoe.
No, that helps you. That helps you pivot. You know.
Oh my goodness.
Let me check something really fast
Rough.
here. But yeah, you can absolutely start to get the armor down and start to fiddle with it. You're gonna
And I'm
have to like. What's that?
I'm gonna yell at them. They're trying to put the armor on. Be like, you have that backwards. Turn it around.
Oh, right. Thanks. Sorry. God, there's way more buckles on this thing than I thought there would be. This is insane.
It is a little bit nuts. As you're working at it, why can I never find what I need when I bloody need it in this book? This is the problem with using books of any kind. You should just pro tip to future DMs: don't look anything up.
Just go with it.
No, you just memorize the entire book.
Oh,
Oh
totally.
no,
That's
I
the
don't
key.
think I want to do that.
Just
That's the key for sure.
yeah, you just
Memorize
memorize
big-ass
the
book.
book.
the entire thing, and
Just get a
then
photographic
What about-
memory, you
What
know,
about
and
the
then
Control
you're
F
good.
function?
then you don't have to worry about anything.
It's like
Because
a lot of work.
you know
I think I'm just gonna not do that.
he actually, as you're working, you hear a voice in the hallway going towards the stairs. You do realize that that's not exactly how that's supposed to go.
You want to help me put it on?
Who's that?
Who is it? Do I need to throw an axe or what are we doing here?
A young woman is poking her head out the hallway. She's got an armorer's smock, and she's got this big, thick, red hair that's tied back. She's got bits of oil on either side of her cheeks, and the belt is lined with various hammers, calipers, grippers. So it's really not how you're supposed to be putting them into it.
How do we put him into it?
Well,
And who are you?
This is the orphan Andy, clearly.
Ack? Everyone calls me McMack. My father called me Mackenzie.
Pleasure to meet you, McMack. If you would be so kind as to help my friends out, they have no clue what they're doing, clearly.
Well, I'd be happy to. Just if
I'm
you could
Samara,
turn
by the
in.
way.
Have you ever won this before, Sir Knight?
No, but I'm always down for new experiences.
Nah. All right. Well, then lift your arms up, please. You kind of just be throwing this on. And she reaches around, kind of like pulls the breastplate back against the chainmail, and then glances over her shoulder at the armor stand. Did did you skip at the pattern? Oh, you're gonna have to strip down. The chainmail's got to go too. Down to your small clothes with you.
Well, he was already wearing.
He's-
Did we swap
You
the
just
chain?
met him.
If you're gonna be putting this on, you got to be putting it on right.
Works for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Do it.
I'll start stripping.
And
Now that we got professional
is.
help.
It is getting hot in here, so
she pulls
take
the
off all your clothes.
padding
Yeah.
off. As you look at the armor stand, she
Turn
pulls
the
off
other way.
another layer off of it that you had ignored, and she throws it up over your shoulders, pulls it down and cinches it in. All right, now you got a bit of muscle there to you, Lottie.
Hmm.
You always you sure you've never been wearing armor like this before? Because that shirt shouldn't be building like you've been built up.
I work out. Where's the beach? That way.
Oh, Lottie, don't be doing that again. No lass is gonna find that attractive. And you the short one. If you could grab that thing from over there with the arm guard, match it
gonna
up on
grab
this
it.
side.
And match it up as best I can.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm very hesitant about this lady. Dagan is going to try to just kind of walk around and look at her neck. I'm looking for bite marks.
I was thinking that too.
no sign of bite marks that you can spot. Although you probably should give me a perception check as you do that. Okay, you do not see bite marks.
I just want to make sure she's trying to help us do this. I'm pretty sure she's trying to help us do this, but as I'm doing this, I'm like, does this make sense? Insight.
She is earnestly trying to get this armor on.
All right, awesome.
There's an honest effort to get this plate mail onto him. In that effort, she is honest.
So, you live here at the castle?
Doc, my father was one of the master's armor smiths. Now, if you could, and she kind of backs towards the larger room. If you could walk at me just a bit there, just so I can see how it wears on you when you move.
I'll do a little sachet. Contact.
All right, I like. You're wearing it well. Now, if you could stay here, you two, if you could bring over the yes, those pieces. And she points to Samara and Frederick to bring over some more of the armor. And if you could help me with the last bits off of the frame.
Yeah, I'll grab the armor that she's pointing to, the armor pieces.
She hands a large heavy neck guard to Arabelle. That should go with his vel. We'll come up with that. Now, if you could help me pull this off, I need Dagan to give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Uh-huh. You're welcome.
Awesome. The shield. We need to be. That shield, that cannot work with what he's got going on. Could you grab me a shield really quick? I'm going to put a bit of polish on it, and you finish putting those pieces on there.
I don't like the idea of giving
All right.
up my shield.
Yeah, that was a gift.
The strapping's got to fit just right.
Nope. Shield stays here. I'll take the armor off before I'm letting the shield out of my sight.
I'm not taking it anywhere. They're going to get you armed up. He's just going to hand it to me so I can get it. Oh, come here, let me see it.
Guys, don't let him take the shield.
And Dagan, hold on to the shield with your life.
Hey, I got you. I ain't gonna let anything happen to this. Come on, bird bro. You know me better than that. I'll take this shield. I'll hold it.
Okay. As long as somebody's got eyes on the shield at all times, I'll finish getting dressed.
And then as you walk the 10 feet back to where she's standing, good. Now, if you'll be giving me that holy symbol of Ravenkind off the back of the shield, I'll be out of my way.
No.
To which Dagan has no reason not to.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, we get to keep the shield, right? Here you go.
Of course.
Reflex to stop him from doing that?
Can
Is there a reflex save anymore?
Can we slap him? Like slap digging out of it? Like,
You mean run over to him?
I mean, I'll run over to him.
Okay. She's gonna lunge straight at you and drop the visad. As a tall gentleman in a black cloak grabs at the holy symbol off the shield that Dagon is happily handing to him.
Can I try to grab it? Like swipe it before he does?
Sure. Give me a Actually, Strahd's going to take a step back and let you grab it in his hand.
No.
No.
And he's going to
mean-
grin at you. Give me a strength check.
Okay. Why does that have to be strength? That wasn't terrible.
That was not good enough. It was good.
Dang it. I mean, it's good for me.
And he just
I
pulls
never rolled so
loose, cracks a grin, and melds down into the fog.
No.
Well, we're off to a good start.
I
Yeah,
mean,
And you
we
hear
totally needed that.
you hear laughter echoing around the large chamber. I consider that a perfectly fair trade. Wear it in good health, my dear paladin.
well, you got some armor.
Yeah, I'll bring the shield back over and be like, hey, here you go, bro. I told you I wouldn't let this thing out of my sight.
Thank you. I can always trust you, Dagon.
Hey, that's what friends are for, right?
Power of friendship.
Note to self, Dagon has a lower wisdom save than other people do.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised you're just now realizing that everything for me is now going to be wisdom save.
The upside is the entire table is now in constantly, Rob's asking for wisdom saves. Shit.
Yeah, that int saves and wisdom saves are Dagon's true weakness. Because he'll kick your ass in a fight, but you just have to make him not fight you.
Just don't fight me. All right, I guess that sounds okay.
Oh, well, man.
So here's the good news. You can upgrade yourself to full plate mail armor
Right?
and probably stop trusting everybody you come across.
You picked the wrong group for that.
Yeah, clearly.
And I'm starting to
You're
wonder
like,
there.
I will teach you this lesson. And we're like, nah,
Nah,
Nah.
we just trusted everyone. It's fine. Implicit trust.
the good news
Literally-
was she really did put him in, or he really did get him into his armor.
Right. And well,
And now his armor class is higher.
So
Yeah, what
I'm
is
just
your
doing
AC, by the
regular
way?
plate,
Yeah.
heavy armor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's that kick your armor up, your AC up to?
Hold on.
It's probably disgustingly high now.
It says
Yeah, it
armor
should be.
class of 18.
Yeah, that's with just the plate. So then that plus your shield would put you at 20, I think.
I'm peeking. Oh yeah, no, you don't have the holy symbol of Ravenkind anymore, though. You need to not have that one equipped.
All right, hold on.
Now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it.
Or
Where would I?
You mean where we're going to find it?
Yeah.
we're going to steal it back.
Plate. Backpack. Hold on now.
Gotta hit the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
No, it still says chainmail. All right. So Holy Signal of Ravenkind is coming off. I guess chainmail comes off, and then you just add plate.
Yep.
And is there like a save button? Oh, now I'm at armor 20.
That
Okay,
sounds
so
about
I guess I
right.
did it right.
That sounds about right. Asteki now has an armor class of 20. And a DR3.
What's it? Oh yeah, yeah. The damage reduction. Yeah.
Which you usually don't let me forget about.
No, I'm pretty good at that and interceding. And now I get to knock some stuff around. It's really cool. I'm not casting spells, but I get to like these actions.
I know where it's going to be now. That's a good place to stick it. I like that.
Okay. Where's locate magic item? You got that?
No.
Boop. Boop.
I thought you did.
Boop.
I don't know if I have locate magic item. I know I could prepare it, but I thought it's a dumb thing to prepare.
Well, yeah, like how often are you going to have to, boop, boop, to find
Yeah, no,
stuff?
I don't have that prepared.
Don't think I have.
I'll prepare it next time for sure. It's not often that I get robbed.
I'm gonna have it.
I
have it
can't
identify.
believe you. I mean, like, I was half tempted just to go, and she's just going to grab it off of you while you're stripped down. I figured I'd at least give you guys a fighting chance. Like, I can't believe he's just pulling off half his armor in front of a stranger.
Oh, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I guess I got greedy for that upgrade. I don't know. It seemed like a good enough trade.
I'm going back to the number of, if I had to take a shot every time you guys said it seemed like a good idea at the time,
You'd be dead.
I would
Yeah.
be very dead. By the way, third tier, drive safe if you're driving. Whenever you do head out, we do want to hear that you made it home safe and sound. But we're glad you're hanging out with us tonight. Which then gets me to the, so now where do you want to head? Or which artifact would you like to have taken from you under your noses next?
The crazy stick?
I
We don't really use the crazy stick.
How about we keep a guard on
tried all
everything else?
your
Like, when we turn the corner, it's like, oh look, magic leather armor.
All right, we're both in
falling for it.
breastplates.
hide all your
No, we're good.
valuables.
Not falling for it again.
Where would you like to head? You can head down the hallway, down through the doors, and down that hallway. There's the stairs up, the stairs down, or the big staircase that the butler came down. Where to's?
I mean, they're all viable options. We have no idea where we're going.
I know. Like, I have no idea what way to go.
Well, I like the idea of going up.
Why?
All right, up it is.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
because I'm making all the good decisions tonight.
Totally.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. You are definitely leading the way on the good decision front. Total agreement there. Total agreement. Oh, what kind of nasty stuff do I have for you next? All right, Court of the Cat. If I recall correctly, yes. Okay, this is going to take you to the stairs go up to a landing with a door, and then continue further up.
Peek through the door.
Through the door.
We'll just take a peek in there, see what we see.
Okay, let me grab semi-random piece of page 16.
And if there's any fireplaces or things that may look like dragons.
Yes, you're on the lookout for dragon skulls, fireplaces, and really awesome, powerful holy items.
I
Yes.
think we're always looking for those.
Now more than ever.
Also, potential source of power.
Yes. An alternate potential source of power for Strahd.
Yeah, did we shoot the organ or something? We just left it, right?
Yeah, the organ
nothing to
is
it.
still there. Okay, the purist in me wants to get this
Chop
right.
it up.
Let's see. That's better. There we go. And I think there's still a door in here. At some point when this is all over, I want to show you guys the actual maps. Because that's another one of those understated, gorgeous parts of the book. Unfortunately, I can't show you because it. Well, actually, I guess no. There's too many spoilers on them.
What are all those S's and T's?
Dusty scrolls and tomes line the walls of this room. More scrolls and books lie scattered on the floor around 4 heavy wooden chests, fitted with sturdy iron locks. The only unobstructed floor space is directly in front of the doors on the east and west walls. In the center of this clutter stands a great black desk. A figure crouched atop a tall stool, scratching on seemingly endless scroll of paper with a dry quill pen. Nearby, a tasseled rope hangs from a hole in the ceiling.
Does he notice us?
He has not noticed you yet.
Kind of I don't know if it's better to go in there quietly or startle him,
Irina or Arabella goes, "What is he doing? What is with all the paper? What could need so much writing?"
I was wondering the same thing.
Hellos? Question mark?
That's probably a tortured soul. Maybe we can help him out.
No, no more helping on anybody in this castle.
I'm gonna just sneak up behind him and see if I can just cold cock him out with the pommel of my sword.
Give me a stealth check.
I guess that's helping.
Yeah, you sneak in. And yeah, it does not take much to crack him with the back of the head, and over he goes.
There we
Kerthunk.
go.
I want to look at the paper that he was scribbling on and see.
Give me a.
It was.
Let me look at your character sheet. Yeah, just roll intelligence. None of those are applicable. 13. That's good enough. These are the complete financial records for the entire holdings of Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh my god, we knocked out an accountant.
Wow.
Yeah, there's
Definitely did him a favor.
there's shipping manifests. There's accounts received, accounts paid, estimates. You can see mention of places all the way back to Storm's End. Shipping manifests in and out of that port. Shipping manifest on the other side of the sea. There's a whole collection of losses to pirates. And a couple of different invoices for estimates of having them rid via other forms of mercenary companies.
Oh, and this poor guy was taking care of all of that.
He's gonna have a lot to catch up on when he wakes up.
There's a lot of books and I mean, literally, the room is 30 by 30, and the only space you can walk in the room, for perspective, is right through the middle, and that's where his desk is. Everything else is papers and books,
Well,
and 4 chests.
I'll roll the guy over and take a look at him and just rifle through his pockets, see if he's got anything on him.
And does he have any keys that go to the chest?
He does not have a key. He is, however, his ankle is chained to the desk.
Oh wow.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Oh, we can break the chain while we're here. Maybe when he wakes up, he'll be able to run away.
Okay, give me a strength check.
And do.
Techie. Paladin of Ravenkind, breaker of chains.
Yeah.
Good enough.
You know, maybe that's a one way to get back at Strahd for taking my thing. Now he's got to find a new accountant.
Assuming he wakes up and leaves.
Which he should.
A good accountant's hard to find in Barovia.
That's why he's chained to the desk.
Yeah, I was about to say they're few and far between, so they are coveted most deeply.
I'd like to inspect these chests to see if do they appear like they're trapped at all.
Sure. Give me a perception check. As you kind of fiddle along the edges of it. Feel
Not
for
too
something.
shabby.
They do not appear to be trapped. With your
All right,
14.
guys. Want me to try to have a look-see in these? And I'll pull out my from my bracer. Pull out my thieves' tools.
I'm gonna break mine out too. Let's race, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, we do that, man.
Yeah.
We used to do this all the time back in the day.
Yeah, let's see who's got it. Let's see who's got it.
A lock pick race or showdown. I don't know.
Lockpick showdown.
Yeah,
if
roll
I'm-
it.
If we're proficient, it's like a proficiency bonus plus our dex.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll sleight of hands because it's the same thing for me.
Are you proficient with the tools
No.
as well?
Yeah, we're proficient with the tools.
Yeah,
Okay.
because of my urchin background.
So you get so you get your proficiency bonus, and then another +5 from your tool use.
Oh, really?
If I remember right, proficiency with tools.
I
just
thought
took
it was
because I
just
thought
your
it'd be
proficiency
cool.
bonus plus the applicable stat. But I'll take more on that.
Let me double check something really quick before I commit to that, because I know that there's.
Long story short, you beat me, and there's 2 more locks, so we're doing it again.
Yeah,
Oh,
Freddy,
wait,
your
no,
fingers are getting
you're right.
fatter.
You add your proficiency bonus to the ability check. I
I've
was
been
thinking
letting you
something
do all
else.
the locks.
You
Tell you how I
actually,
taught you how to do it.
yeah, neither lock opens.
We're gonna
Wow,
just
we
fail.
both
miserably.
suck.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like, let's
let me do it
see.
again.
Yeah, well, there's 2 other chests. Might as well try them.
All right, go for it.
Well, slightly better.
No,
there you go.
got-
Freddy's
Frederick
got
got
one.
one open. Let me hit a D4 here. Okay. RNGesus is not on your side tonight, but that's okay. You crack. The lock pops. You open it up. It's heavy. There's a lot in here, and they're all copper pieces.
Oh, it's money.
It's a big chest of
Copper?
pieces.
I don't think we should take this with us.
I'm taking some.
I guess
I'll
you can
take 100.
Okay,
All right.
copper
Money's
pieces.
money, man.
Yeah.
Arabelle rolls her eyes. That is what you find valuable here? That?
Well, I mean, so far, every little bit counts. It all adds up.
If it's heavy, you could throw it at him.
Yeah.
That's the only positive. We might be able to throw money at Strahd. Yes.
Yeah, because that'll work.
Would I be able to try to break the lock off? Like if I pull.
No,
like,
they're
my- super
built
solid.
into it. They're really good chests. They're designed to be holding, Strahd's money.
A lot of copper.
Okay, I just have curiosity. What part of Strahd seems like he's going to go, cheap on the locks? I'm just
We
saying.
broke the lock that was on the dude. So
True.
I was assuming they were of a similar grade.
True.
All right.
True.
What kind of books are in here?
Accounting books.
Okay, so it's all just like records.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
There was no fireplace in here, right?
There is no fireplace.
Okay.
On a whim, go ahead and roll me an investigation for Dagon. Okay. Thank you.
16 minus 1. That's great for me.
That is great for you.
Be great for me too. I have a +4.
Oh, wait. 15? 50. Oh, that'll do it. You do find a book with a blood-stained leather cover that sticks out as unlike the other books.
Oh, hey, Samara, look at this one. Look at this. It's got blood all over it. I don't think this is records. Take a look.
Yeah, that is weird. I'm gonna take it off the shelf. Take a peek inside, see what it says.
As you pull it open to start filtering through it, the pages have been glued together and hollowed out, and 4 keys drop to the ground.
He's the chest.
Well, there you go.
So technically, this means I beat Freddy, right? I mean, come on, guys.
I mean, I got 1 open. He got 3 open. Simple math.
As you're investigating the keys, the gentleman at the desk starts to stir and moan, rubbing the back of his head.
But no, like, quick, open the chest, guys. And again, hand them the keys. Everybody take a chest.
I'll pick one and open it.
1,000 gold pieces await you inside.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can dump that copper.
Don't forget the copper.
I'm curious where you plan to spend it.
We're gonna get so many
I don't
gravity
know,
bucks.
Dagon's never had money before, so he's like,
Go
money, I'm
back.
taking it.
He's gonna go all the way back to Sophie's girls, and he's just gonna like go
You're
crazy.
damn right. I am buying like an investment shareholder.
Timeshare?
Totally my own,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, timeshare, rotating.
Oh, you're gonna franchise.
Yeah, franchise out.
Yeah, this one's called Dagon's Girls.
the as you go to the last chest, the guy at the desk goes, "Who's there?" Are you staying to discuss with him? Are you going to beat him again? Are you going to run?
I don't think the money has very much value right now. It's like, let's just leave.
Well, we should check the last chest. I don't think the accountant's going to be that big of a deal. We already knocked him out once. If he gets mouthy, we'll just knock him out again.
They were all
Wow,
money, right?
this is a paladin. Paladin rated card. Make sure to rob this vampire before we go.
No, I just want to make sure. I'm looking for my
Okay, no, that's
my
legit.
lost
He's right.
item.
That's legit.
Let's pop the other chest.
Okay, you pop it
Yeah.
open. It only has it looks like it has 500 platinum pieces in it. And it has some kind of a book at the bottom.
Ooh, book here. Hand the book to Samar.
Alright, I'll look at the book.
You hand
I'll
the book
start
off
shoveling the platinum in.
as the guy at the desk goes, What are you doing with the master's coin?
We're counting it.
Yeah, we're here to relieve you.
You are doing no such thing. There's no relieving me. I'm the only accountant in this valley.
But we freed you. Look, we broke your chains.
And who would I work for if not here?
You start your own place.
Who else has the treasure that needs accounting?
Tell you what, I mean, we recently just came into a lot of money. Let me tell you guys, it adds up to a lot of money. I just looked at
Of
it.
course you came into a lot of money. You took it from here.
Hey, what do you think we're thieves? Come on.
There's
You were sleeping over there. I was
yes.
watching you sleeping. You don't know what you're talking about. You were dreaming. I'll tell you what, though, we might be in need of an accountant now.
Where's the pipe? Where's the pipe?
He turns and he grabs the pull chain, the tasseled rope next to his desk, and pulls down on it. And you hear this loud gong above him.
I knew that
Oh,
thing was
shit.
no good.
I hit him again.
I'm gonna take the book with me, whatever it was. I don't know. I don't know if I have.
So are we running out of the room?
Yep, let's run out
Oh
of the room.
yeah.
Okay, which way we headed? We going back or we going forward?
Forward. Only
All
forward.
right, let's go into the next room and leave the accountant with his gong.
Oh, I hit him on our way out. I'll just knock him out again.
I'll give him a thumbs up on that.
Where are we at? 10:30.
Trying to help that guy out, man.
Fine, we'll just give him more brain damage.
Uh,
It'll be a great accountant when we're done with it.
Yeah, maybe we knock some sense into him.
I don't know if I could take a quick peek at the
One,
at what the book is before we head out of there.
oh, that worked out perfect.
So just for accounting purposes, total coinage together valued at 6,565 gold. So as long as we kill Strahd and we can get out of here, we can do whatever we want for the rest of our lives.
It's a
Time to
big
get that
ass
Lambo.
if.
Yes, a couple of them.
Oh man.
I want a yacht inside a yacht, like one of those Russian doll yachts,
God, those are disgusting.
It's like a turducken, but in yacht form.
and a penis rocket to take me into space.
Oh, gotta have that. Yeah,
Oh
gotta
yeah.
have that.
How do you not have that?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, what self-respecting supervillain, I mean, billionaire, doesn't have a penis rocket?
Yep.
I've got one in my yard, but it's made of cardboard boxes. I like to pretend sometimes.
Okay, there we go. Nice big open room that you run out into. There are stairs on the north wall that go down. And there's a double door there off the hallway, or off the roof, opposite the big stained glass window. And then, the big stained glass window that was aforementioned as you were approaching the castle.
The broken one, right?
Yeah, like all of them. Da, 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 da. And then this is... Nope, that's
All
not
that
it.
money, and he can't fix the window.
Here it is.
What's the deal?
Dim light from the courtyard falls into this great hall through the broken glass and iron latticework of a large window in the west wall. This immense room is a place of chilly, foreboding darkness. Empty iron sconces dot the walls. Hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs draped the hall, hiding the ceiling from view. Directly across from the window stand a set of double doors in the east wall. Further south, a single door that you came in also leads from the east wall. At the southern end of the hall, a large wooden throne stands atop a marble dais. The high-backed throne faces north, as though to address the empty room.
Do we see a dragon skull?
No dragon skulls, no fireplaces, no holy items sitting around. But you
I'm gonna go
definitely
over to
hear
the throne.
something coming up the stairs.
Oh.
Hmm.
How big is
It's-
this throne? Like, do I think I could move it? Like, throw it?
No. This is
Could I
like a
reach
Henry
it over?
VIII throne. You could probably push it over if you had to.
With your barbarian strength. Weird flex, but okay.
Yes, I'm
You
gonna
can
say
sit on it first.
Yeah, we have to. I'll sit on it while you push it. It'll be great.
I'm curious who's going to be where.
Well, if I hear people coming up the stairs, I would definitely position myself, to accept
Intercede.
them.
Okay, so Dagon's just
Yeah.
gonna get ready to receive the charge.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if nobody's moving to like get out of here or go back or go through the other doors, then yeah, I'm putting myself right in the front.
Okay.
I'll join him at the front.
I'll hang back by the throne. So yeah, somewhere right there.
Yes, let's stand on the throne because we're cool. Back to back style.
Yeah.
Mantis style.
Okay. As you take your positions, two creatures come charging up the stairs into the room. You reckon they move with their shape says zombie. Their move says otherwise.
Vampire zombies, woo!
These are like 28 days later zombies.
Yeah. The undead hunter in the party will recognize them as whites. As
Hey,
they
they're called whites.
come up the stairs. Roll your initiatives, please.
Roll initiative.
Roll for initiative. I keep reminding myself I want to make that one of my channel redemptions. I have a little video with a D20 that rolls across the screen. The thing is, now that I know what I'm doing, it wouldn't be that hard just to attach it to a Stream Deck button.
3,
Oh, yeah.
4, 8.
Okay, Dagon comes in at 11. Frederick is at 8. And
8.
Samara at 13. And whoop, we'll shift everything there. Okay, so number 1 comes right straight through and is charging across the room at you. 2 is right there. Arabelle has first action, so she's just going to light up with a quick Ray of Frost. So nothing fancy. And misses.
She's shooting like a ray of cold energy out of her hands. It's pretty fancy.
Ray
far
of
as I'm
Frosts are still
concerned.
good against undead. Usually. We'll have to see. Number 1, making the charge, is going to slam straight into Asteki.
Ooh, they good looking. I mean,
Yeah, I
bad
like
looking.
that graphic.
That gets your attention, don't it?
Yeah.
And it is going to land a hit.
This plate sucks.
Well, bear in mind, you're not used to wearing it.
Took all the classes on wearing it though, right? You're plate mail certified. You got the little insignia on your paladin
Mail certified.
badge?
He's
I haven't done
8.
plate mail since high school.
So
Oh my
5.
gosh.
He does 5 damage. After the DR3.
It's a flesh wound.
Well, how do you answer it?
I smack him back.
This is the answer we knew we would hear. It
I'm
has been
gonna-
foretold.
Let's see if I connect.
You do not.
All right, let me try again.
It easily like parries the chain of of your flail and throws it back up into the air. On your backhand, you come around with a full twist and connect.
All right, so I'm gonna hit,
It's like, get that out of here. And you're like, nah, bro.
and I knock him back 5 tiles because I'm pissed.
What one tile?
Knock him back 5 feet.
Yeah, knock him back.
All right.
It's like 5 feet, 1 tile.
Yes.
Okay, math.
You knock him back. That works. White number 2 is up. It's going to hold its position at the in the doorway and take 2 shots past you at Samara.
I'll intercede if I can.
So rude.
That imposes disadvantage.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Samara's AC is 13. Second arrow still going to hit. Anything else? Okay. 4 damage to the
Oh.
wizard.
I mean, I could use my shield, but I don't really feel like it's valid
Not for 4
time
damage.
to use that. Yeah, for 4 damage.
That's fair. Speaking of,
Oh, it did me.
Samar's up.
It is I. Well, I will hit him back with a regular fire bolt because I don't know. I don't think he's worthy of something greater.
So this is after the one that's attacking from the front or the one with the bow?
No. The number 2 is the one with the bow.
Yeah.
And the other one is hurt a little bit.
Yep. Oh, wait, why is Arabelle hurt?
Yeah,
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing.
I'll go with the one that's hurt. Let's stick with that.
Okay, party rules.
Yeah. Oh my god. Really?
Interesting. As Azteki is forced to duck before he takes a firebolt in the shoulder.
Oh, good thing you have that blue plate mail.
Sure,
That's
that's what
why I knocked him away from me. I'm like, she's gonna fire. Get away.
So what's Dagon doing?
Oh my gosh.
I will. Let's see. Would I be able to kind of dance around that first guy to the left and then make an attack on the guy with the bow?
Sure.
All right. So would I be in range of both of them if I were to do that?
Sure.
Okay. So
Yeah, because you
okay,
get
well,
into his
how steep are these stairs?
standard staircase.
All right. I still think this is a good idea. So what I'd like to do is rush the white with the bow, and I want to try to use a knockback attack to just like kick him down the stairs.
Okay.
So let's see here. I will make my attack. There it is. Oh yeah.
That's going to hit. You sure you just don't want to just wound the crap out of him?
Well, I'm going to turn back around and wound the crap out of the other guy.
Ah, okay.
I mean, don't you still do another D8 of damage as well anyway?
Yeah. So he takes 14 from that,
Plus 7.
plus
21.
7 from the trip.
And then the
And then
knockback is a
falls down the
strength
stairs.
save DC 15.
Okay, he goes tumbling back down the stairs.
Like Home Alone style.
Yes, that's what I envision. Yeah, you're gonna shoot my friends. I'm gonna kick you down a flight of stairs, bro.
Okay.
And then I will do my last 2 attacks on the guy behind me. I'll turn around and start fighting him. 15 hit.
15 will hit.
Lovely. And then my offhand attack.
That'll hit.
There we go.
Hey,
So
Sheesh.
23 damage.
Okay. Frederick.
I shoot him with my bow.
You should- Just let it go with the Sun Core.
Ooh,
Holy shnikes.
Wow.
Oh my god.
pretty high numbers up
Oh,
under.
did you mark him first?
No, I get my bonus because he's undead, and then I get the bonus from him already had taken damage.
Colossal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's toast. With
Jeez.
another 23 damage, yeah, it dies. It explodes in a burst of undead energy.
And I will hold action to shoot a zombie if it comes up the stairs. I
Okay.
have one more attack.
So you pull and hold your ranged attack for that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Perception check. Oh, I
Okay.
see nothing.
That works for me. As a third bursts out of the accounting room and it's going to land right on Samara.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
I'm going to. I don't know. Is he gonna hit me?
One of the two attacks will hit.
Okay, I'm gonna use my shield.
How much AC bonus does that give you?
5.
And
Five.
5.
Okay. You're still going to take the 6 necrotic damage.
Great.
Then I need to get you to give me a con save.
Ruh-roh.
That's as easy. All you got to do is beat, not that.
It's +2 with the aura. So I don't know if 14 saves you.
Because Azteki hasn't moved.
Yeah.
Okay, 14 will get you. Well, that +2. You owe him so
Ooh.
stinking much.
Ooh.
You owe him so stinking much.
Friendship.
I forgot about that with the low roll on the wisdom save earlier. I don't know if it would have helped, but it reminded me about
No,
the
that's
aura.
she made a point of getting him away from you on the wisdom save. Like, Strahd's not stupid. He knows what you can do. He's constantly going to be getting people out of that 10-foot radius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on top of that one. Okay, so you just take the damage. You manage to shake off the sense of poison coursing through your body.
Okay.
It's not like it would turn you into a zombie. It has to
No.
fully kill you and then wait 24 hours. So,
That's comforting.
yeah. Irina's going to, from her position then, let's see, white number 1's off the board. I guess she's going to move to help Samara because that's the most logical thing for her to do is pull Samara back and try to intercede herself. Does she? She does. For next to nothing.
Still appreciate it.
Oh.
What about her cool sword? Does her cool sword do anything?
That just looks cool. Azteki, you don't have a magic weapon, do you?
No.
Okay. Good to know.
I can make one with
Make it happen.
magic weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're like I do now.
Well, it's your action. What would you like to do?
Make a magic weapon.
The spell
Well,
slot.
then I can't bless the party. Is the thing.
What is more important right now? I don't know.
I think we have this under control, really.
Do you?
Seems like it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That thing came out of nowhere. It came out of the room.
Right. How many more are on the way?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll cast magic weapon. I haven't done that before. It sounds like fun.
Well, and the buff lasts a while too, doesn't it? Doesn't it last like an hour or more, something like that?
No, it's one bonus action actually.
That's
Well,
the
it says
cast.
concentration up to an hour.
Yeah, one bonus action, touch, concentration, 1 hour.
Yeah.
it's a
So you
concentration.
Touch a
can,
non-magical weapon until the spell ends. The weapon deals magic damage with +1 bonus attack.
Yeah.
Rolls and damage rolls.
You just can't
Yeah.
stop concentrating on it.
Which means you get to whack too because bonus action.
Cool. So how do I do that? Magic weapon damage 1 identified.
Oh, you
okay,
say
so
that you
that's
did
not
it.
going to work.
Just say that you did it.
Okay.
And then you're going after the one that came out the door?
Yeah, the one that's close to everybody.
Okay. Step up to the plate.
The one that I still haven't noticed. I'm like,
That'll hit.
Like oblivious.
So I guess
yeah, I
it's
have no idea
10.
what's going on.
Okay.
Solid hit. That will not hit.
Hey, but the first swing of the magic weapon connected.
It did. It was very impressive. Dagon's going to see white number 2 coming back up the stairs. And getting back into the melee, and it's going to do so right at the nearest target. which is
I'm gonna
probably
say, hey, welcome back. You really got to watch your steps, you know.
When it pops up, do I get my shot?
yes, because you were holding your action.
I shoot him.
You do. Let's see if you kill him. Because if you don't,
I probably don't.
you barely hit him.
No way. Cool.
Although that's also kind of terrifying that a +4.
For a big whopping 9 damage.
Nah, you know what? Better than a sharp stick in the eye.
And then when I release the arrow, I'll realize everything that's going on over here. Like, oh God! Samara, no!
All right, Dagon's going to get hit once, though, for 8. And it's going to give me a con save. Oh. That's rough.
I'm usually good at those.
Usually you are. Well, here's the good news. You're no longer wounded. Because until your next long rest, your hit point maximum is 62.
Great.
Could be worse. I mean, as Seki said, you guys have this in hand.
Yeah, we got it. I got me 62, still pretty good.
It's not like we shaved 8 hit points off Samara's total.
We're fine.
That would be bad.
Yep.
Speaking of Samara,
Yes. Well, this guy.
you could hit it with your stick.
I thought about that, but I was like, that did not. That hasn't worked out. It's only worked out well once.
And did
really
it
work
though?
out well? Yeah, was it good?
Did it work
'Cause
out?
Did not seem good.
Okay. It only has hit something once, and yeah, it wasn't even that great. Okay.
You are up close and personal, so either you want to do a
I
touch
am.
attack, a melee attack, or you're going to have to disengage. Or you can attack with range, but at disadvantage.
Well,
The hit it with the stick is not the worst strategy.
it's not. I mean, I could go mad, but it's okay.
I could go mad, but will I?
Aren't we all just a little mad, anyways?
All right. Well, whatever. Let's try it. Let's.
I should have put Steve on him, and then you could have backed away for free. I keep forgetting.
We keep forgetting about Steve.
Yeah,
Let's
poor
use-
Steve, man.
Let's use the stick.
Okay.
Use the
Oh yeah,
crazy
that
stick.
was great.
Mm.
Totally hit it. Nothing.
It hasn't updated yet.
Oh, really?
It looked like a 2.
Was
The
it
2 over here.
Yeah.
It was 4.
Ugh.
4.
I hate it when for some reason my night is always off. There it goes. Yeah, 4 going to miss.
Yep.
So what's Dagon doing? Besides muting
He's
himself.
gonna be mute. He's gonna be muted apparently.
Take a shot.
You know, ever since I updated Zoom, because it used to be I could just hit space to mute and unmute. If I click out of the window and then click back in, I have to actually click the mute button with my mouse before the space bar will work again. It's really, really weird.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Maybe it's time to start looking at Google Meets. The closed captioning
Alright.
is better. I know that much.
All right, sword attacks on the white coming up the stairs.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
Jeez. That's kind of okay.
So there's 8 damage, and oh no, and that one.
Okay.
And then the offhand attack.
Which is just basic longsword. Which is going to hit. You know what? Yeah, that's good enough. And it's out of the picture.
Woo!
Nice.
And another one bites the dust.
To which Frederick turns around and
I shoot. Okay, so there's a thing. I took a feat. I need to remember it. Please, someone help me remember it. Once per turn, when I hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing damage, I can re-roll one of the attack damage dice. I must use the new roll once per round. So that one could have been much better,
It could have been,
but I forgot about this.
but you did.
Like
So I'm gonna go ahead
Savage
and shoot the new
Attacker or
guy.
something like that.
It's actually called Piercer. It gave me a dex, which I sorely needed, and then also if I crit, I get an additional damage die.
Yike.
So
Wow.
I took it for the dex and for the re-rolling the one time. I don't think I'm going to crit very often. I get close.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's just teasing you now.
Yeah. So base 7.
I'm going to re-roll that too.
Okay.
Wow, one less. I love it.
Wow, it is messing with you.
That's fine.
So that's
It's fine.
13.
So it'll be a 6.
What?
What? No, it's
Oh, so that's
7 plus, or 6 plus 12, so it's 18.
18. That's still an impressive single shot.
And I shoot it again.
And you shoot it again.
Please go away.
Let's make it go away.
By the power of the sun! 9.
Oh, let's
That's it.
see.
That's all I got, guys. Sorry.
It's still up and running. It's going to throw itself at Asteki as the best one to focus on. And probably not get through. Which it does not. Irina gets a chance at it. Is ineffective. Arabelle is going to do the same. And hit. Well, that worked out.
She take it out?
And that finishes it off.
Nice.
Yeah, way to go,
Nice.
Arabelle.
High five.
Yeah, yeah.
Clear the
We all
room.
high five her.
Well, as you look at the remains of the undead surrounding you, you take a moment to pause, breathe, and you hear from behind the door, "And let that be a warning to you. Stay out of here."
You guys all right if I walk in there and just kill that guy? I mean,
No. We got to get him audited. That's the only way.
that is
It's much
Strahd's
better to
true
stay
weakness.
here and
To get the
audit.
IRS in here?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Strahd, we actually accepted your dinner invitation, really as just a ruse to drop off this letter from the IRS. Can you sign here?
Can you please confirm that you are Strahd von Zarovich? VONZAR.
Just walk right out.
That's actually a great place to end for the night, too. Little light combat. Remind you guys how to roll some dice.
All right, I
And-
searched their pockets.
I did not do well in that at all. This fight.
Well, I
Yep.
want to see if the daggers
Okay.
are magic or if they were just magic.
No, the long swords are just weapons.
Okay.
Sorry, I gave away like our super awesome anti-vampire weapon.
We'll get it back. We'll get it back. It's
Nobody
not-
thought to like use. I'm looking like at the Book of Fate. I'm like, why didn't we just re-roll? When you're like, oh, I get to re-roll. I'm like, we should have re-rolled if there was ever a time to
But you know
re-roll.
what? You know what? It's totally okay because it's fun because it's a little high stakes. There's got to be a little
Yeah.
high stakes.
It's somewhere in
Added
here.
drama.
It's add something on. Yeah, something is on the line. Like we have to get it back. Like
All right.
You know?
I just need to concentrate. It'll call out to me. I'm connected. It wants to be home. I'm its home.
It wants to be
Here.
found.
Yeah,
Wants to be found.
it wants to be
Do
found.
any of us have the spell locate object?
I don't have it
No.
like ready.
Fair.
It's all like, and I don't know. I think you have to rest in order to change it.
Yep, long rest.
Yeah, long rest.
8 hours in Strahd's castle.
Mm-hmm. So-
That's
I'll always have it prepared from here on out.
If we live through this,
Yeah.
I will totally prep that. Let's see. Where should we send the people we got chilling out with us tonight? Who's on? Because we should send them somewhere. Tough call. I think. Oh wait, no, not that tough. I'm gonna ship you guys over to Indy's channel. Although I think. Oh wait. Cancel. I should check to see how long he's been on. Because if he's been up and running for a while, he might be getting close to the end of his stream. I know LB went live at 8:30, so she's probably also close to the end of her stream. So I want to make sure he sends you guys off to good spots. Knebula, what's going on this week for you stream-wise?
I definitely wanted to finish that Death's Door game. I was thinking about playing possibly some of the Ascent game, maybe, which is interesting.
You should totally play Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm telling you, you would love that game.
It's really
You haven't
good.
played it?
Horizon Zero Dawn is fantastic.
You haven't played it
no,
yet?
he played through it, and then I was gonna play through his copy of it, but I never did. So I wanted to. I mean, I could do that.
Aloy is awesome.
Aloy is the bomb. She is
I mean,
like,
I definitely will play through before the second one comes out.
yeah, it's an amazing game. I can't wait to see the new one on whatever platform I can play it on when I can. So, anybody else have anything fun coming up this week gaming wise as we wind down for the evening?
I have no idea because we just got a fire pit today. I don't know how much gaming I'm going to be doing.
Awesome.
Ooh, fire pit.
That's why they got the Switch. You hang out by the fire.
And then you've got
Cloud gaming. I should try that.
Adam's got games what, Monday and Tuesday night too?
Yeah, so I'm running Salt Marsh for my group. I'll DM for them tomorrow night.
Fun.
And then Tuesday I'm playing in my buddy's homebrew game, where I am a necromancer trying to hide my evil intents from our paladin.
Sweet. And then I'll be back Wednesday night. We're doing board gaming because Pond has to work. And I'll be on with my last 2 weeks of daytime streams this week because then I have to go back to my usual day job. So keep an eye for the notifications. We'll see y'all back here for Curse of Strahd next Sunday as they continue through the castle. Tell Indy we said hi. Have a good time.